Game ain't based on sympathy. Remember that.
You already know. Get off, somebody gon' pull out your stick. Get off, everybody gon' pull out your stick. Pull out your stick, 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 pull out your stick. Get off.
What's up? What's up? What's up? We back in the building, baby. It's 2026 in this thing. And this is the U, baby. We started off in a new one. Got a new intro and everything. As you know, we always kick it off, man. We make it happen. 219 days, 14 hours. 219 days, 14 hours, 25 minutes, and 19 seconds before we kick this thing off with Stanford. Anyway, we in the building, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. We was off for a minute, but we back for the jump off. And we got a lot to talk about and a little bit of time to do it. You know, coach in the building, man. I'm going to open up these phone lines quick because I've been lifing. And life been lifing, and y'all know the weather been crazy and all kind of stuff and this, that, and the third. And you know what, man? Just to let y'all know, because we are a team. I'm in Orlando, and my pipes froze and burst at the house. What's going on here, man? Huh? What's going on here, man? But we making it happen. We back in here. We rocking and rolling. I have to say this, phenomenal season. You know, wasn't the finish that we expected. That's my PC answer. And we could definitely chop it up and get into it and talk about it for sure, as always. But again, we're going to open up the phone line. We're going to talk about it because I actually need y'all tonight. I need y'all to kind of educate me a little bit on what's been shaking, what's been going on. I've been kind of following it, but I've been having to take care of some stuff, as always, kind of after the season, decompress a little bit, get stuff set up for the new season like we did, and we back at it, and we rocking and rolling. I appreciate y'all all coming through. Let me do this really quick here. Shout out to Amanda in the building. Let's clap it up. Says a new member, but I have to say this. I know Amanda has always been a member, but sometimes YouTube does that when you re-up. So it'll bring you in as a new member. So shout out to Amanda in the building. Nope. Says getting that Mizzou cat already made strong D-line to even better what we already had all around. Excited feels like the old days. And I'm going to talk about Damon Wilson for a minute, because I actually got something here where I talk about him coming out of high school, Venice High School here in Florida, kind of on the west coast of Florida, over there by Sarasota area. Shout out to Nope in the building. Top flight. Appreciate the $5. What up, coach? We back cooking. It's up in 26 for Kane gang. We finishing the job this time. They rolling out the bed and putting up 30 every week. We got to do something. And we're going to talk about some of these transfers in here tonight. Knock, knock. Are we back? Damn right. We back in the building. Chris Kane. Yo, what's up, coach? What's up, everybody? 39 and climbing. Appreciate y'all. Daniel Sports Highlights. Appreciate you. Happy Wednesday. Hello, everyone. DJ Kane, another member. What up, coach? What's up? Juice in the building. Juice. Hey, had a chance to finally meet you, man, over there at Tailgate, man. Appreciate you, buddy. As always, man, it was a pleasure. And I'm going to talk about that. Let me finish doing my roll call here. I'll be off topic sometime. Been getting better every year. Yeah, Travis Green. Appreciate that. B. Sannon, appreciate you. Welcome back, coach. Thank you, man. Much love. Man, you got the Kane juice up there. Elite Cuban Kane. Coach been crying since I whooped him in pencil fight. Man, I'm always ready with my pencil, man. Stop it. Well, how you beat me? Look, my pencil intact, bro. Stop. Look. Come on, man. But, hey, fake news. Get out of here with that. Maximus Mac, let's go, coach. We ready for the season. Yes, sir. We back in the building. Crystal says, damn it, Coach Hayes, I'm going to have to find me a new number one Kane podcast. Can't wait 2 weeks. I know, man, but I love y'all, and I appreciate it. But don't do me like that, man. Coach trying to get it together, too, man. We got stuff to do, man. Don't leave me, man. Help me. Ralph Miller in the building. Miami got that A-smoked LSU number one portal class unanimously. Y'all had to duck a tampering lawsuit from Duke. On for 2 weeks, and guess what? Right back at it. That ain't hate. That's what you call motivate. Coach, what's up with you, Kane 509? Jason will be moved to Arizona, coach, where it's 80 degrees. Bruh, it's always 80 degrees at the crib. I don't know what's happening, man. So Armageddon, man. Armageddon. And Pilo in the building. Shout out to the best channel on YouTube, Coach Hayes Football. Appreciate you, P-Lo. Anyway, like I said, we in the building. We rocking and rolling, man. I appreciate y'all. 46 and climbing. We are on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter, a.k.a. X. For those that's on X, you're more than welcome. Y'all can leave comments. They'll show up as well. But come on over to YouTube and subscribe and make it happen. We got a lot of things going on coming up here this season, man. We've been working with the team in the background. We're going to really get this Discord jumping. I appreciate everybody that's been a member so far. Y'all been sticking in there and really appreciate it. But in this offseason, we're going to break down some of our opponents coming up. We're going to look at some transfer portal cats, break their film down in the Discord, because I can't do a lot of that stuff on YouTube. They are really cracking down on the copyrights. And like I said, especially with Disney, on the ESPN, I don't know what Disney's on, but Disney is really, like, they blocking videos worldwide now. So as things grow, things change, and YouTube platform is growing. A lot more people are doing things. People are making money, and they're cracking down on this stuff. So we have to find other ways to get you this great content. So please make sure you come through and support. And, it is what it is. It's their platform. So if that's what they choose to do and that's how they choose to do it, then so be it. But guess what? This train going to keep on rolling. Huh? One monkey don't stop no show. So we're going to find a way to make it happen. Anyway, transfer portal. I saw we were in the top 5 in the transfer portal. And, of course, I think that's par for the course when it comes to Mario Cristobal. We already know that's his strong suit. He holds that in spades when it comes to recruiting, transfer portal. Picked up Darren Mensah, the quarterback from Duke. Arguably the top quarterback in the class coming in, so forth and so on. I think that's a great addition. But we'll talk about that because a lot of people want to see Luke Nickel. We got Darian Coleman, true freshman that came in as well. Where do they fare when it comes to the quarterback room? We can get into that as well. Also, the receiver came with them as well from Duke. Bacate, I believe that's how you say his name. Doggone it. I've had it right here. Here it is. Cooper Barcate, from Duke as well. He was over 1,000-yard receiver, so that could be the 1-2 punch. And that can also lighten the load a little bit for Malachi Tony and all that he's got going on. So definitely, man. We've also picked up some other guys, and we'll go down the list here a little bit and talk about it, like Conrad Hussey. I think he was kind of out last year due to injury at Oregon State, but was from Florida State. Damon Wilson, I talked about him. Actually, I'll put this up now. It's funny. I did a video, and it's so funny how you talk about YouTube. You talk about 5 stars and so forth. 3 years ago, I did a video, and I want to put this up here. 3 years ago, I did a video, and it says the 5 must-haves for 23, right? Check this out. Starting over here from left to right, you got Amani McLean, right? Ends up going to Colorado, transfers from there, goes to Florida. Hakeem Williams goes to Florida State, transfers to Colorado. CJ Baxter goes to Texas, is now transferred to Kentucky. Then you have Malachi Bryan. He's went to Miami, so he was the one that we got out of these 5. But he is now transferred to Mizzou. And that last one over there with the helmet on is Damon Wilson, who went to Georgia first, then transferred to Mizzou, and is now at Miami. Isn't that amazing how things come full circle? And this is clearly, I said Malik Bryant, excuse me. I'm sorry. Malik, appreciate that, Kyle Jr. Malik Bryant. It's funny how things come full circle. And that's why I always bring up when I talk to recruits, don't play around with these coaches. Be direct in your conversations, because you never know how things come full circle, right? When you talk, be a grown person. Don't play around because you're the hot hand right now. Because as they say, as you go up, you're going to pass them same people going down. Those people may give you an opportunity. And this is a prime example. Apparently, Damon Wilson did it the correct way. Because one thing I will and can say, King Williams, was I drunk? No, I wasn't drunk. at the time coming up. Come on, King Williams was the man. Don't do that. Don't do that, Juan. But anyway, Damon Wilson apparently did it the right way. And one thing I said about Mario Cristobal, he holds a certain standard when it comes to that. So when he went to Georgia, he probably handled it the correct way. And then it was no longer communication, went on to Mizzou, so forth. And now he's back at Miami. And coming out of high school, I thought he was a phenomenal player. I thought he was a phenomenal player. And he could get the job done. He was killing cats at Venice. He was killing the IMG dudes and everything else. So shout out to him. So I do think he definitely makes that room a lot better right now. But it's funny how looking at that picture 3 years ago, these were the top dudes in the country. And here's what's funny. They've all transferred. Isn't that crazy? They've all transferred. So the transfer portal is a real thing. It is a real thing. You can't run from it. You have to embrace it. This is what it is right now. All right. I appreciate it. Coach was on the money on Wilson. Yes. I remember breaking him down. I got his tape up there. Y'all go check it out. I really enjoyed his high school film. And I had a chance to speak with his father. His father reached out to me when I did his highlight tape. And we talked and chopped it up a little bit, man. Cool guy. Great, seemed to be great family and everything. So I only expect big things from him, man. And being with Jason Taylor and Damon Lewis, that I really think he can excel here at the University of Miami. 115 and climbing. Appreciate you. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button as you come on in. Like I said, we're on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter. So thank y'all very much. I know the YouTube algorithm kind of hurting me right now. I've been going for a minute, but we finna be hammering this thing off, man. We're going to get the WREs back going. I said that before, but, matter of fact, let me give him a slap button. Ah! All right. So let me throw this number up here. 862-799-9956. Call on in. I want to know what you guys think in regards to this, and I need your education. I need you to educate me on who we're getting, who are these guys. I know you've had an opportunity to kind of look at some of these cats and let me know what you think. And here's what I'll say going forward. I've always said this about the transfer portal. It is a Band-Aid. High school recruiting is stitches to a program. And when you look at the University of Miami right now, you got Mark Fletcher coming back. You got Marty Brown that's coming back. Malachi Tony is coming back, right? We got to replace the quarterback. We did that with Darian Mensah. Okay. We got to replace some old linemen and get some old lineman guys in there. But the nucleus is there. Yeah, we had some guys that left, and I totally understand why they left. Some guys left because they felt like, hey, I need an opportunity. My clock is running out, so forth and so on. I totally get that part too. You know what I mean? And I dig it, and I understand that, right? This is not a bad thing. And a lot of people think, because they transferred to go to another school. Bro, these guys want an opportunity to play. And when you have the transfer portal, you get jumped over. And that just happens. That's the world we live in today. The people today are living in the transition, right? I kind of equate it to basketball. When the 3-point shot came in, everybody like, well, I shoot that hard shot. Now, look at the game, how it's evolved, right? I mean, apples and orange argument, but y'all know where I'm going, right? In the sense of when the rules change, you can't crack back anymore. Now you got guys running about putting their hands up and all that good stuff. You will adapt to the game. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? And these guys that's playing today, in 15, 20 years, you know what they're going to say? Well, back in my day, boy, well, y'all soft. Back in my day, we had to throw our hands up to hit a dude. Now y'all got to scream at him and say, I'm on my way to hit you. I'm on my way to hit you. I think that's where we are. Had to come with a fresh cup of cane juice. Fighting. I appreciate it. Here we go. EP9525 says, miss you, coach. Welcome back. I appreciate that, EP9525. I think I know who that is. Miss y'all too. Really did. Man, back in the saddle. Feels good. Rock and roll. Let's make it happen. But anyway, let me just tell you why I'm waiting for people to call in. My experience and the opportunities I had down there at the Natty in Miami. First of all, LMV said we can hear you, Cole. What you mean? I don't know what that means. We can hear you. Anyway, okay. So anyway, going down there, I had a chance to meet quite a few people I have never met. They've been on this show a lot. Shout out to T. Hines. Had a chance to meet them. Much love to T. Hines. Had a chance to meet Hurricane Pete. I hope they called in tonight. Juice. I met Juice tonight. I met oh my God, what's his name from Lauderdale? Daryl from Lauderdale. I can't remember. Anyway, I met a lot of people, man. I hope y'all call in. It was fun. I went by X from Canesville. Y'all know X, giving y'all that love. Man, we do the Twitter Spaces and stuff. Had a big tailgate. We had a chance to go out there and check him out for a little bit. Shout out to Melvin Brad, man. Rolled out the red carpet for us. Made it happen, man. I got video footage that I got to put all that stuff together. Had a good time in there, man. Shout out to Roger, man, putting that thing over. We were over there at a cigar lounge called Up in Smoke up there on Pine in Broward. I'll just say Broward. I'm Pine somewhere. But man, hospitality through the roof. Much love, man. We had a chance to meet some of the old Canes came through. It was great. It was great atmosphere, man. So, like I said, had plenty of fun. Much love to everybody. I didn't even try to go to the stadium because I heard that you couldn't get in. They had Secret Service. They had all type of federal agents out there and everything else. So we didn't even try. We just hung out down there, right across from the Flea. If you're from the crib, we right across from the Flea on 27th Avenue. If you're a little younger, y'all call it Carol Mart. Man, get that crap out of here, man. Carol Mart. Somebody called it Flea Market Carol Mart. It's the Flea. But anyway, in the building, had a good time. Ready to rock and roll. Man, I know I've been gold. I ain't got the plague. I wasn't sick. You ain't gonna catch nothing if you call in 862-799-9956. Also, shout out to Juice here for a member for 29 months, Juice. Man, much love. We about to run it bike. We'll clap it up for 29 months. Appreciate that. And got to give love to my girl, Ellen MVP, the producer in the building. I came late and wanted to say that. Shout out to Ellen. Get Down Brown, been a Kane fan since 1983. Coach, what's up, baby? We in the building. G. Wilson, I'm up in here, Coach. Appreciate it. All right, Magazine, welcome back, Coach. Appreciate it, man. We here. You know, we rocking and rolling, man. We had a lot of fun. But let's talk about this quarterback deal because really that's the engine to the car, right? Darian Minson. A lot of people were talking about him coming out of Tulane when he made his move to Duke. Everybody was in shock, like, Duke? Why Duke? Well, guess what? They paid him reportedly $8 million or whatever it was. He went there, he lit it up 3,000 some yards, so forth and so on. And you know what he said? Hey, I'm finna leave over here in North Carolina and take my talents to the crib. We can take my talents to the crib and we're gonna see if we can do this thing all over again. And I have to give credit to Mario Cristobal and his staff. You know, I know D-Train is down there. They working hard and so forth. But I have to give credit to them because I will say they have a understanding. And I've always said this. They have an understanding of how to balance the transfer portal and high school recruiting. It's not too much of one or the other. I think they understand and they've kind of, I won't say they perfected the formula because I still think it's a fluid thing, but I think they have really narrowed it down and hammered down how to work it, right? Understanding that we're going to bring some high school guys in and we're going to lose some. How do we replace them, right? We're going to bring some high school guys in and they're going to stay. We're going to find some guys that's just better in the transfer portal than what we're going to find in high school right now, whether it's maturity, talent, whatever, athleticism, whatever. And so I say all that to say, I think they've done a pretty good job understanding that. And the reason I say that compared to some of these other schools, because of where the state of where the program was. People weren't flocking to come to Miami because we weren't winning. It's different when you are Caleb Downs and you go from Alabama to Ohio State. Ohio State was winning, right? So I understood that. But to give Mario Cristobal his credit and his just due, in the 4 years he's been here, to understand how to transition in this is huge. You know what I mean? And I think he does a good job navigating this transfer portal and the high school realm at the same time. And I'll say this. I mean, this guy Mario Cristobal and the staff played the Natty on Monday, and I think they were on the road Wednesday. I see pictures on Twitter. Coach Mirabal at some schools throwing the U up. You got all kind of cats. Damian Lewis out there throwing the U up. Jason Taylor out here throwing the U up in all these different high schools. So it goes to show you, college recruiting has no breaks. It has no breaks. There's no time off. You played in the Natty Monday, and you on the road Wednesday. You barely had time to walk past your wife, kiss her goodbye as you get ready to pack your bag. Hell, she probably packed it for you so you can get on the road to go recruit some guys. So it's a tough life and it's a rough life, man, but it is what it is. They get paid handsomely for it. Not all coaches, but we're talking about the top one. Shout out to Roe on Twitter. Coach, get Miami to New Orleans to get that talent ASAP. Let's go, baby. Let's send them to New Orleans, baby. Eat some hot sausage and cheese dressing with the crawfish. Let's make it happen. Ha ha. Beloved Sandwich. Wow. I forgot this guy was on YouTube. Anyway, I guess y'all forgot for real. Y'all scared to call in? The phone work 862-799-9956. LV, call in. Save me. How y'all do coach like this, man? Y'all ain't too far removed to get slapped. Make me sick sometimes, man. Anyway. Nah, much love. But anyway, like I said, man, it's been fun so far. I saw you pop in there, Cuban Kane. I see you. I'm going to get you on the line right now because you definitely talking about you lied on me, talking about you broke my pencil. But y'all really, hey, that's all it takes was a slap. Boy, I got 7 people in here right now. That's what I'm talking about. Cuban Kane, talk to us.
Hey, Coach, man, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Got my pipe fixed, man. I ain't got water spraying everywhere. I'm feeling good, man.
Hold up. What do you mean you get your pipe fixed? You getting your pipes fixed out here, Coach? What's going on, Coach? You got something to tell us, Coach?
Hey, man, you do what you got to do, dog. Hey, that's all I'm going to tell you.
I hear you.
Sometimes you got to go to Lowe's.
Nah, Coach.
Sometimes you got to go to Home Depot. And sometimes you got to go to Dick's Sporting Goods. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I thought you were the pipe layer, but you getting your pipes fixed. It is what it is, Coach. It is what it is. Coach, great season, man. You know I was on Mario's head. I'm the first one. I'm gonna come here and apologize to Mario. He's done a damn thing. One thing I know for real, PTSD is real, man. That is a serious disease, and we can laugh about it, but it's serious. It's real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's. You've been on YouTube. It's every year. It's like we hype the team up, and then we get disappointed and heartbroken, so on and so forth. But I gotta give it to Mario, man. He's doing the damn thing, and it's like everybody has to jump on ship now. Like stop. I stopped hating on the man, so on and so forth.
Okay.
So congratulations. I really want this for Mario, man, because he's put a lot of time, and he deserves it pretty much.
For sure.
But this is my question, Coach.
All right.
My question, because I'm still hurting from this damn game, because Tyler Van Beck, I never liked Tyler Van Beck, right? How do the players pick up after this? It's like, I'm a fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
It took me about a week or two to kind of accept it, you know what I'm saying? How do the players move on from this? The coaches move on because it's like, it's whatever, but kids are younger, they're more emotional. It's like, You were 40 yards away from winning a national championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do the players move on from this? I really want to understand the psyche of the players and the program, understanding like, hey, you were 40 yards away from winning a national championship, but Tyler Van Beck's stupid ass out there throwing the motherfucking game. Sorry for cussing.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it just I just want to hear, because you coach football, and I'm pretty sure you had a lot of heartbreaks. Like, how do you pick up players after that game?
I hate to tell you this. The players don't be distraught like you think. They don't. They're mad. I'm telling you, the adults, the coaches probably have pondered over this way more than the players did. The fans definitely. And the reason the fans are is because we talk so much trash, we got to face the music.
Yep.
So I'm telling you, I've seen players like the next day is another day that like there's some players that, yeah, I get it. But for out of 105 dudes, it might be 10 might be too high. It might be 2 or 3 dudes that's like just distraught. They're hurt that night. They may be hurt the next day, day 3. It's over. It's over for them. Like, this is not saying that they don't think about it, but they're nowhere near in the state of mind that we're in because they're not in these chats. They're not in all of this stuff. They're not constantly like, people trolling them in that sense, right? Because they're in their own little ecosystem. They're around each other. I mean, what? The linebacker going to talk trash like, yeah, that's why y'all lost. You're on the same team. So, some of the people might call them, they friends from other school, maybe. But at the end of the day, who can really talk trash? The only people that can talk trash to you is if you got a friend on Indiana's team. Can't none of your friend from Florida State call you and talk trash to you. Can't nobody from any other, you get what I'm saying? So trust me, they get over it relatively quickly. Somebody said my camera jacked up. My stuff messed up. My video messed up.
I don't know. The thing that disappointed about that game, we were clearly the better team, man.
True.
And it just, hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm saying, just watching that game and rewatching is like, man, we were better than Indiana. You were in the Discord, right? And it's just like, they didn't do anything special. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we played our C game, and we should have won that damn game. That tells you how good that team was last year. You know what I'm saying? But it's up and up from now. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll probably go, I know not going to do the prediction, but I'm going to do the prediction. Next year, maximum 2 losses, but I don't even see 2 losses. But I think we're going to be good from here on out. One thing, Mar's going to have, he's a serious person. He's going to have this shit, rolling in the right track. So, I'm proud to be past the damn PTSD because that shit, it was bad, coach. That PTSD was horrible, but I think now the fan base could kind of let up on that right now.
Yeah, I
didn't want too much, coach. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, no, you're right. And I'm not mad at it. I mean, bro, it's hard to get to the Natty. In the road we took, and I gotta give a shout out to NASA. NASA brought this up a while ago and shout out to Studio One Live. They were saying, man, we make it there. You got to make that comparison with the 01 team. I still think clearly by far the 01 team was more talented. However, shout out to NASA for even bringing that up. Saying, I don't know if you remember that show or not, but him bringing up, talking about, that road to get there.
Last thing before I hang up, coach. Hey, man, when we're going to get you in the, what is that? In soul cycle? When you gonna do the soul cycle, coach?
Hey, it's funny. It's funny you say that. I actually got to get some video of it. I got to get some video of on the cycle, dog. I'm gonna get some video of it, and I'm gonna put it on here. But I'm gonna put it up for the members, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna just embarrass myself for free.
What? No, you owe it to the public, man. You made the bet in public, put that damn video on public, coach. No, you can't put it on.
Hold on, what was the bet?
Chats.
I don't remember the bet. What was the bet?
Can't do that.
Hold on. What was the bet? I mean, what was the bet?
So the bet was, I forgot. I got to go back. I remembered at the time, but you lost the bet. I think. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, you are a fraud, coach. I was at Charlotte. You know what I'm saying, with my son. I'm here. You know where. You know what was the sign you said everybody's supposed to have at the
You should
ACC
be
championship
here.
game?
You should be here.
Exactly. You should be here. I was out there freezing the freezing cold. You weren't there, coach. You know what I'm saying? But the bet was making to the. I think it was winning or making it to the ACC championship game.
And we
It was
didn't
one
do
of those
that.
two things. But you lost. You lost either way.
But we didn't do that. We didn't make it to the ACC championship game. So how did I lose?
I'm saying that was your bet because you said we were going to make you.
Oh,
you said we were
I
going
see
to
what
make
you
it
mean.
or win
Okay.
it. One of those two things.
Okay.
And neither of those happened. So.
All right. I got the video. I because you called me out. I'm a man of my word. Unfortunately, like some people, they don't shave their eyebrow. I'm still waiting on Sid, the Longhorn Lunatic, to cut half his beard. I'm still waiting on Little Bucket to shave his eyebrow. Old school still owe me $50. Don't nobody ever pay me like I'm a real suck MC. But because I'm a man of my word, I will honor the bet, and I will get on the. I would get into a cycle class, and we're gonna make it happen.
I appreciate it, coach.
Much love. All right, Cuban. Hey, Cuban Kane, real quick, you a fraud too. You a fraud too. You know why? Take this while you at it. You know why? Stop lying to these people that you beat me in pencil fighting. My pencil right here intact.
Oh,
Don't do that.
all right. Okay, let me clear things up.
Yeah, clear it.
I didn't, yeah. So what I said, what I said, coach, that I beat you? No, I didn't beat you. I dragged you, coach. I dragged you. That's why you only have one pencil there. You didn't show them the rest of your pencils were broken because you had a bag before and now it's all gone. So I didn't beat you. I dragged you and I broke every single of your pencils. That's why you haven't been around for 2 weeks. You've been crying this 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You've been trying to find new pencils. You went to school, try to steal these little kids' pencils, and you're just trying to console yourself. So I do apologize by saying that I beat you because I dragged your ass in pencil fight.
Wow, that's tough right there. All right, well, I mean that's all lies, fake news. But anyway, I hear you.
I got proof. Proof will come out. I got the 6 million file sitting on my desk, and it will be released pretty soon. So I got the files.
Do me a favor. Show the video footage where we had our pencil fight, and I'll cancel my whole channel. I'll cancel my whole channel.
I am not going to retract anything, redact anything, or anything like that. Everything will be released.
I love it, man. Straight AI, boy. I'm gonna get Chat GPT to build pencil fighting because you already made me put me on the Soul Cycle. Don't think I forgot no pictures.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Love it, man. All right, Cuban K, appreciate you, baby.
All right, coach. Yeah.
Much love. Real quick, I'm gonna refresh this screen. I see it is over here, super blurry. Give me just 2 seconds. I got Big Mike from North Carolina, and I got Get Down Brown on the line. I'm just going to refresh. It's going to take about 3 or 4 seconds for it to refresh. Maybe that's why it's blurry. I'm sorry about that. Give me 1 second. All right. I think we back. Let me make sure. I think we're back in the building. I think we good. Is it getting better? Okay. Let me get a thumbs up in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me and we're good to go. These things happen from time to time. I guess computer's tired. Real quick, Maximus Mac for the $5. Coach hiding his empty box of pencils. See what happened when people spread fake news? Don't believe all the stuff you hear on the internet. It ain't true. He hiding his box of pencils. You understand me? All right. Oh, there we go. Jen in the building. Appreciate you with the thumbs up. All right. I think we good to go. Yep, we good to go. We got a thumbs up. All right. All right. I think I just had to refresh the page or something. All right. 178 people in climbing in the building. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Big Mike, talk to us, baby.
What's going on, coach?
Man, we back, man. Hey, I told you I was gone for a minute, but I'm back for the jump off. What's up, baby?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Been waiting on it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't want nothing, coach, man. But I've been thinking, man, of all this movement in in our on our team, man, in and out. Who do how who or what do you call a Kane now? You know what I'm saying? You got I know Emery, he moved on to East Carolina, and valid. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going to get the playing time he needed here. I mean, he graduated with a master's at Miami, so I mean, I would think you'll call him a Kane. But how do you distinguish these Canes now, man? Because I remember having my kids grow up watching pro football. I'm like, hey, pointing out, hey, he a Kane. That's a Kane. He used to play for us. You know what I'm saying? But now these guys, you know what I'm saying, leaving after 1 year. How do you distinguish a Kane now?
You know, that's a great question. I actually heard somebody talking about that, Mike, and I don't know, bro. Like, say, for example, you got guys like Emery that's done it the whole time he go to ECU. Is he not welcome back? Is he not part of this run that we just had? I don't know. But then the 1 year guy that comes in, like a Cam Ward, for example, is he considered a Kane? Of course we are, because he was successful. You know, I just feel like this. I guess it's wherever you finish is what you are. I think that's only fair, because it's like that across this country. So wherever you finish is not where you've been, but it's where you're at, as the saying goes, or it's not where you're from. But you know, I don't think if Emery Williams comes back, people can be like, man, get from around here, man. You ain't no hurricane. You know, that man put in time. You know what I mean? But
yeah, he definitely did.
Definitely did. You know.
Well, I mean, but like you know, the difference between, I'm not complaining now. I know, I see what it is, and I'm rocking with the Canes. But it definitely feels like, you know what I'm saying, we're definitely moving towards, you know, that Alabama stacking play, especially like all the receivers we have, all the running backs we have, and then, you know what I'm saying, having all these players, obviously they're going to be, some going to be disgruntled because they're not getting the playing time they want, and they're leaving. Where before that, we looked at Miami players as players who bled orange and green, who want to be here, want to make Miami great, and they're willing to go through these tough times to see it to the end. You know, the Duke Johnsons, you know, so the guys that was here that still made Miami great, even during our, you know, bad times.
Well, the times were so. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you. I'm gonna flip this question. If there was a transfer portal at that time, how many of those guys do you think would have stayed?
I think a lot of them would have stayed.
They may have.
They were real hurricanes. They're really hurricanes. They, you know what I'm saying, they seen, you know what I'm saying, they built that what's that phrase? For the crib, you know what I'm saying? Like doing it for the crib. But again, I'm not complaining. I want to move towards that direction, but it just, you're missing that thing that made us Miami, you know, separate. Those guys that want to be Miami Hurricanes, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? They bleed orange and green. Now we getting these guys that's coming in. We're not really sure if they're Hurricanes, but they're playing for us. They're playing well. I'll take it. And then you having guys who leave, like, you know, what's that? Isaiah Horton. He left Alabama and he's going to Texas A&M.
Oh,
you know
really?
What I'm saying? Like, I know, I'm not mad at the kids chasing the bag, but like, would you call him a Hurricane?
I mean, I don't see. I really don't have an answer. Like, I don't have a definitive answer because, I mean, you can even think back at high school. You know, some guys that went to your high school and they transferred, and you know, at that time, you're gonna talk trash to them. But I think it's too. I think people putting too much into it. I don't think people would say, "Oh, Isaiah is a Hurricane anymore." He was, but I think it's where you finish. It's just like saying, "Is Darian Mincer gonna be a Hurricane, or is he a Green Wave, or is he a Blue Devil?" I mean, he on his third school, so because Darian Mincer finishes here and he does well, would you consider him a Hurricane? Let's say Darian Mincer go right now win the Natty. Would you consider him a Hurricane?
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I consider him a Hurricane.
So That's how you got to look at it, man. Other than that, I just, we are in the transition period. We are in the transition period of a sport where we don't really know what's in stone going forward. We don't know if the NCAA next year will come out with a new set of rules, or it gets worse. We've already seen them tailor back to transfer how many transfer portals they had. It used to be 3 of them, now it's 1. So who knows? Who knows, man? But Big Mike, man, I appreciate it. We're gonna rock this thing and roll. We're gonna make it happen.
All right, Coach.
Yes, sir.
All right. Great to have you back, Coach.
Oh, we good, man. We're gonna be rocking and rolling, man. I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
My man. All right, big shout out to him, man. I got NASA on the line. NASA, talk to us, baby. Sound like I got a show to do.
What's going on, Coach?
I'm good, man. For some reason, NASA, I feel like you turned the game on in the last minute of the game. For some reason, NASA, I feel like you didn't watch. You watched the first half. You didn't watch the second half. But when we got to the last minute of the game, you weren't disciplined enough, and you turned the television on and you start watching. Am I factual?
Negative. No, I didn't have the game on in my house. Period. It was banned in the house.
So how
I
we
still
lost?
ain't seen that game. How we lost?
Because you always say every time you watch, we lose.
Yeah, but it's sometimes it's like Shannon Dawson coached the scared half. I mean, he ain't go all out like it was the last. Like I don't believe he coached. He coached like the moment was too big for him. I think that's what I felt. In the second half, Coach Heatherman, he's a second half adjuster. It seemed like he don't adjust during the game. He go to halftime and then he adjusts.
Okay.
And then basically, I think so. Another thing, they should have played press man from the jump instead of like giving that much. They gave them too much space. But for the last call, I can answer that. If you transfer from the U, you're not a Hurricane no more. That's where you finish at.
Okay.
And then another thing, you don't. This is not. I feel like with these kids today, you don't guard receivers. You cover them.
There you go.
You guard point guards. You guard shooting guards. You don't guard a receiver.
That's a crib thing, though. Now, so that's a crib thing. These youngsters, even some old heads, they be like, "Oh, they can't guard him." Man, you gotta cover somebody. I know what you're talking about.
You gotta cover them, man. It's not a. What is there? Is there a guard 2 or a guard 3 or a guard 4? No, it's cover 3, cover 4, cover 2.
There you go.
Such thing as guard. None of that.
You can't guard me.
You don't guard. You can't guard. No, but I feel like I don't think if you transfer from the U, you're not a Hurricane no more. It's like if you finish your last game is in another uniform. That's where you from.
All right, now that's a fair and valid point. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate here a little bit.
Okay.
I think that what you're saying is a fair and valid point. But then let me go ask you this question.
Okay.
I'll take Emory Williams. I think he literally stayed at Miami as long as he could before he ran out of eligibility. If the kid would have stayed here again, because at some point you want to play. Like, I want to play. He has literally stayed here and been jumped over now 3 times. Cam Ward, Carson Beck, and now Mensah. I don't expect him to stay. But I get where you're coming from. But I don't think he didn't leave Miami because he wanted to. I think he left Miami because he had to. There's a difference. You get what I'm saying? So
no.
I get it.
Hey, Coach Hayes.
I'm with you.
Coach Hayes.
Yeah.
Gabos.
Gabos. Y'all seen the new intro? Gabos. The game ain't based on sympathy.
No, bro. You left, regardless of what the circumstances is.
I get it.
When your final game is in another color uniform, you are not a Hurricane. I just like
That's fair. That's fair.
Look, it's not like me. I'm from Dade County, born in Dade County. I'm from Opa-locka. I live in Columbus, Georgia. This is not my home. My home is Miami. I got a house here.
But you're not from
My home
Miami,
is
NASA. You from Georgia? Where you
not.
say you from? Georgia? What part of Georgia?
No, that's completely different.
No, you left.
Like,
no, you left.
no, I left.
You left.
I left. Well, if I'd have still been in there, I'd be in prison or probably dead.
And Emory Williams the same way.
I spread my hustle.
No, Emory Williams the same way. If he would have stayed in Dade County, he would go get his CDL license at the end of the season.
This football, that's totally different. It's totally different.
You ain't from Miami no more, NASA. You a Georgia boy. You a DSGB. You a down south Georgia boy.
I thought we was all right.
I'm just saying.
You don't say no boy. No. That's not look, that's not the same. This is a life thing, and that's football. Some people max out in high school. Some people max out at outdoors football and go to high school and ain't the same person. Some people max out at high school, college. They can't go to the next level. You're not that good. You probably wasn't that good from the jump. Now you think, like, okay, for a prime example, right now, in the run Mario going on right now, the run the Hurricanes going on, you think they recruit Emory Williams today?
Of course. I don't think Emory Williams should have ever come to Miami. That was a Shannon Dawson call, though.
That's my point.
No, right.
A lot of these dudes getting weeded out.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't know. I'm with you, but what I'm saying is the loyalty. I think Emory Williams showed more than enough when it came to the loyalty to this program. He had to make a life decision to play this game and play. Right? That was he made a life decision. I'm really just busting your ball. I get it, dog. I'm not mad at you at all. Even though you're a DSGB, you're a down South Georgia boy.
But look, no, I'm not. Coach, and you say I looked at the title, and you said the Hurricanes won the transfer portal again. We don't know that until the season starts. Who won the transfer portal? Because we don't know if them dudes gonna be any good or not, or they might not fit the scheme. They might not even play.
Oh, right. But we're just talking about from the ranking. You know, it's kind of just like the class. Oh, we got the top class in the country. We really don't know until they play. But based on their ranking, I get where you're coming from, but based on their ranking, I mean, I get it. But that's funny. That same picture that I put up with those 5 must-haves, I'm trying to think who on there is really killing the game. You had Hakeem Williams, not really killing the game. Kamani McLean, not really killing the game. Cedric Baxter dealt with injury. That's the homie, but dealing with injury, not really killing the game. You had Damian Wilson, had to be honest, playing solid, but not really killing the game. He ain't Ruben Bain in it. And who was the other kid? Oh, and you had Malik Bryant, not really killing the game. And those were all highly touted people for this program.
Man, it's hard. I think being a college coach is way harder than an NFL coach.
10,000%.
Because when you get it like you an NFL coach, you get an NFL free agent, right? Or even if you draft certain type of people, they don't fan out, you still got free agents, and you know what them free agents done. But that college thing, man, is like I said, some people max out in high school.
Yeah, that's why I think Gus Malzahn
dude is like you can't measure a kid's heart, coach.
True story.
You can't measure how much they love football, and you can't measure the next year recruiting class or the next year portal class. It may be a dude better than him.
True story.
Like David Wilson made a full circle.
Mm-hmm.
He chose not to come to Miami. Then went to 2 other stops and end up with the dudes who was recruiting him from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And he could have been he
could
have been on this line. I mean, again, we all product of our decisions, right? But he could have been on this line with Ruben Bain and Mesidor.
Well, look though, with Ruben Bain and Mesidor, who was to say Damon Wilson wasn't to transfer from the jump? Because look, mind you, he ain't do more than Ruben Bain or Mesidor. So he'd have been on this team. He probably ended up transferring anyways.
True. True. Yeah.
And then the 2001 team, when you ask how many people would have been on that team,
Mm-hmm.
who would have transferred? Shit, probably a whole second string. I think probably Willis McGahee he would have transferred. I know Najee would have transferred for sure. They moved him to fullback.
Mm-hmm.
Not Philip Buchanan, but the dudes who's behind him, Merriweather, all the rest of them dudes.
Frank, you think Frank Gore would have transferred? He was behind what? Tyrone Molson now.
Man, he'd have left.
Yeah.
He'd have left. But what about Alabama? Look what they had in the backfield. You had the dude from the Ravens, the Heisman Trophy winner, the guy who played for the Browns. They was loaded.
Right.
A lot of them dudes kids ain't trying. It's not no loyalty. It's a loyalty to a point. To it, like Emmy Williams, the loyal or Ray Ray. It's a loyalty to a point to shit. I gotta look out for me. I gotta play. So I'm not going to the league. I'm not gonna get to my dream.
Mm-hmm.
So they just
and that's why Emery left. That's why.
Yeah, that's why he left. Like not saying that the man he went through high school and all through Pee Wee Optimus throwing the ball out the laces. Like they ain't never peeped that. Like he throw the ball out the laces. They had to train him to teach him how to throw the ball out the laces. That would have been a red flag for me from the jump.
I don't know, bro. But
what Emery had is his heart. You can't measure that, man.
I get it.
You can't measure that.
No, listen. I think he showed beyond loyalty. Like he is the definition of loyalty in Webster's dictionary. Like you have loyalty. You got Emery Williams like that, and Ray Ray too.
Ray Ray. No, I'm gonna tell you the difference between Ray Ray and Emery. Ray Ray could have went to Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was looking at Emery Williams. Ray Ray could have went to Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
JoJo could have went to Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
But Lee Bryan could have went to Alabama. But Miami is at the point now, if you don't produce, you're going to get recruited over.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's hard.
It's not nobody's fault. It's just circumstance.
Yeah, and I'll say this. I think every college in America is suffering from that, right? Where you're looking at the younger guys. Are they coming along faster than before? Are they getting the opportunity? And here's what I'll say, and I'm gonna just say this, and I gotta push, but I'll say this. Now, if you go look at our last drive, last 2-minute drill, when people say, "Oh," and I'll use Ray Ray, you could use Josh Moore, you could use any receiver X. Put any other receiver in that receiving room in this scenario. I don't care who it is. When we were in that very last drive, tell me why we don't have 4 wide receivers. We have 3 wide receivers and a tight end. A real tight end, not a Brevin Jordan type, not a Elijah Arroyo type. A big body. I don't want to downplay it, but not very fast tight end. Not that he's in the tight end inline position with his hand in the dirt attached to the offensive tackle. He's lined up as a receiver. Why are we not? This is my opinion. This is where the 4th wide receiver comes in, especially in these type of scenarios, to help, even if it was JoJo or Ray Ray or Josh Moore, or I was going to say Nightcar, whoever. Just from a speed perspective, to stretch the field. If you go look at it, they weren't worried about you catching it. They were worried about you stretching it. And so when people say those guys don't get an opportunity because, and I'll use Ray Ray, for example, well, you had Xavier Restrepo in front of him. Fair enough. I understand that. Well, look at Malachi Tony. Fair enough. I understand that. But we're going to say in that scenario that the tight end is better than Josh Moore in that scenario, a tall, big body.
No.
He's better than you get where I'm going with this, and that to me is where the issue lies.
Can I respond?
Yeah, go for
it. I think that was coaching malpractice. It's like during that time in a 2-minute drill, Ballmer don't got him no respect. He don't put no fear, so we not gonna really he put him on the field, make him a liability. So like your other 3 receivers, they could push their respect to that and just leave him alone because you're not scared of him. But if you put a Josh Moore and then you put Kyrion Mary, whatever his name, number 0, you put him in the slot with Malachi Tony, and then you have 2 outside receivers. Now you have to respect the pass game. We know you're not running. We know you in a 2-minute drill. You know you're not running. I don't know why. Like, you're not fooling nobody. Why you putting him out there? He's not a threat. So he's not going to get no respect. So we ain't really got to worry about him. So if we know this, people who get paid millions of dollars know this, and dudes who try to get to the next level know this. And then Carson Beck, that was a right call, the right pass, but just he was like, ever since his injury, he really got the noodle on. If you look at it, every deep pass he threw was underthrown.
Fair enough. But that was grossly underthrown. That was just a bad decision. That right there was, and I don't know if you saw that, Nassau. I don't know if you saw my comparison.
No,
if you go look on the channel,
go
look on the channel. I showed a comparison, literally. I mean, really in the same spot, right on the field against Louisville, and that same kind of throw, vertical throw. People over the coverage. I'm not disputing the coverage. I'm talking about the distance of the throws. I'm not speaking to you. I know people are going to say, well, the coverage was different. That's not what we were saying. I'm talking about the strength of his arm this season after the surgery, and so forth and so on. But anyhow, yeah, I mean, I get it.
He didn't get it with head.
He just got to throw it. He tried to place it. Let that thing go, man.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it, because Keelan Murray had Buddy beat. I seen that play. Not live, but I seen Keelan Murray had him beat by 2 steps.
But here's the deal. Even if that safety comes over the top, it becomes a 50-50 ball. It's not an under
or out of bounds.
Or out of bounds, but they fight for that ball, right? You may get pass interference on that play. You may get something. I don't think it's just a straight pick off like that corner, how that corner picked it off. Right? It ain't like he's gonna just rope it. They're gonna fight for that ball, maybe comes incomplete. But that's another topic, another day. But Nasa, dog, you got something here. Give me your love, dog. You're saying something. I still think the 01 Canes win that out from a talent, but you called it, bro. I got to give you credit.
No, I don't. From a talent perspective, yes. But we don't know who these dudes is until they be who they are. We didn't know who they was until they did what they did in the NFL either. Yeah. But I don't think the gauntlet these dudes just ran is spectacular, man. Is hard. I don't think Ohio State could have ran that. I don't think Indiana could have ran that. They came from a softer side. Well, but Indiana did. I don't think they could have ran this gauntlet Miami ran.
Right. Well, we're going to find out.
Coach.
Appreciate it, man.
Sapase.
Mabule. NASA in the building. All right, real quick, man. I want to give a shout out to Play Action 7453 becoming a YouTube member. I appreciate it. Also, the Juice been a member for 29 months. All right. And it showed up there earlier. It said Amanda was a new member. But y'all clap it up for those people becoming members on the channel. Appreciate that. Hey, it's only $4.99, y'all. $4.99. That's $1.25 a month. I mean, a week. Excuse me. $1.25 a week. YouTube take 30% of that. So for me, it's like 70 cents a week, guys. Come on. Do you know I was in the store today? A king size Snicker bar is almost $4, dog. Are we kidding me? I'm not a real candy or sweet eater, but I saw that at the register. It was like $3.69 for a king size Snicker bar. A Reese's cup, 4 Reese's cups. It was up there too. $3.99. $1 for a peanut butter cup? Come on, bro. What are we doing? $1 for one Reese's cup, basically. It's 4 of them coming up. Man, y'all out your mind, boy. Anyway, sorry about that. That's crazy. What was I gonna say? Oh, I got Get Down Brown on here. We got 255 in the building and climbing. Y'all, most of y'all missed this at the beginning, the intro. You know, we try to do a new intro for 2026, try to do new stuff. I'm gonna take a quick pause for the call, only 10 seconds or 30 seconds. Y'all check out this new intro. Let me know in the chat if you like it or not. Y'all check this out. We're gonna come down.
Game ain't based on sympathy. Remember that. You already know. Get off, everybody gon' pull out your stick. Get off, everybody gon' pull out your stick. Pull out your stick, 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 pull out your stick. Get off.
Pull out your stick. Pull out your stick. Hey, you know we got to do it crib style, man. We got to do it crib style. We got to do it crib style. Let me know y'all like that. Hey, it is what it is. We're making it happen, man. All right, we're going to get down Brown in this thing. We're going to make it. Ain't nobody. Y'all know how much work I put into that? 30 seconds to like 4 days. Y'all better give me a thumbs up or something. Christ of mercy. All right, we got to Get Down Brown on the line. Get down. Talk to me.
Hey, Coach, what's up, baby? Welcome back.
Talk to me.
Hey, I like the new intro. Man, listen, all your callers been great, man. I want to flip it. The first caller was talking about what's the mindset of the players. I want to know the mindset of the coaches. What did they learn from fumbling 39 and a half yards? And that first play is just like that player in the corner shooting the buzzer beater 3 too early, and the coach say, no. And when it hit all net, he say, good shot, just like I drew it up. Cost some backness. So in my opinion, and I'm not trying to disagree with, definitely not with the best Canes show a man around, but that wasn't the right play on first down and 10 and 39 to go to win the Natty at the crib with Malachi dragging across the middle. So I want to know, where is Shannon Dawson at? The very first time in 2026, when somebody go 3-3-5 or only rush 3 and drop 8, is he still going to be in the pistol? Did he learn about the heavy package that he showed in the Ohio State game? In VTech, when we had Cam Ward and he went out formation and a roll went down the middle of the field untouched for 60 yards? Have my coaches learned anything? Yeah, they done built it up. Yeah, they got us to the Natty. But when it's time to coach, when it's time to make that key adjustment, and I said it all year, you can't get alligator arms. Ain't no way the heck Alex Bowman, the one that did just like Carson Beck, went half on the baby for us to lose the game. He didn't even block the guy. You know why? Because he on the field way too much. The last caller just said it. That's coaching malpractice. Ain't no way you telling me Nakar, Moore, and the rest of them fresh receivers couldn't have gave us a. I mean, come on, man. So have they gotten better? Because we're going right to the playoffs, and we're going to be in a position to win the Natty. Have we got better? Is he going to let another team shut him out in the first half with all that talent? And you know who I feel bad for? All those running backs coming back. Now, if he ain't got if he ain't learned something, he can't be stubborn this year. You got to pay those kids. One of them got in the portal and came back. And in my conclusion, I ain't gonna hog it up, but I still hadn't gotten over the game. Man, we fumbled the 6 Natty at the crib. I know I gotta let it go. Maybe by the spring game I'll let it go. Man, we was 40 yards away. I've been a Cane fan since '83. I've been waiting on it.
Get down. You know what Teddy P said? Yeah. You know what Teddy Pendergrass said?
Think I gotta let go?
I think you better let it go.
I'm gonna let it go then, baby.
Hey,
I'm gonna let it go. Yeah.
Carson Beck threw another TKO. Let it go,
hey, boy,
baby.
You just got me. Hey, tell me what I owe you, because you just hit on me, baby. I ain't even have to get on your couch. So I'm going to let it go, man.
I think
I'm
you
ready
got
to
to
go.
let it go.
Coming down that Thursday night when we're going to beat the Rattlers to sleep and eat some snake meat. That Thursday night, I'll be in the city. You know what I mean? I'll be in the city, coach. So what is FAMU? You know, they signed up for it. So, you know, and
man,
hey,
why we don't ever go to Bragg Stadium? We need to go up to Bragg, man, to get them boys some money, man.
Hey, you know why they say they don't want us there? Because we're going to do like Run the Hill did in 91. We're going to, you know, go all through their tunnel, man, and show out and gyrate. So they don't want us to tell it. They don't want us to tell it nasty, but one time when we go over there and beat our little brother to sleep.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. Go Kane. Okay, E. Brown, wake up, baby. Appreciate you, coach. Welcome back, baby.
He in his sleep typing. Nah, much love to you, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir, baby.
All right.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right. Y'all call on the 862-799-9956. The lines are free right now. Please feel free to call in. We're doing 2 hours a night. Coach got to be more disciplined, so I create other content. The team been on my head. Coach, let's go, coach. 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 Let's go. But anyway, I think that is a point. Hell, I'm here now. I might as well say it. There are two big observations that I saw in this game. I've been asking for this for quite some time. And if you are a person who follows this channel, or you follow me, or you follow what we got going on, or you're part of the team or whatever, you know this to be a fact. A lot of people talk about Bowman 87 missing that block. I'm bringing this up for a reason. Yes, he whiffed the block. 10,000 gazillion %. 10,000 gazillion %. But can I tell you something as I look back at that game? He was halfway blocking that every time we punted the ball. Here's why I bring this up, and here's what my real focus is. Somebody said, why is the special teams coach still here? I'm trying to see who said that. My question is, who is the special teams coach? I'm not saying we don't have one. I just don't know who he is. That's my first question. So please, if somebody can answer that, I would appreciate it. Who is the special team coach? Can you give it to me by name? Here's where I'm going to tell you the other issue came. As I watched this game, and the beauty about the fan watching television, we got the best seat in the house. You know what the best seat in the house is? Not at the 50-yard line on the third row. That might be the worst seat in the house from a coach's perspective. The best seat in the house. Up there in the booth, baby. Up there in the booth. And here is my concern. I've been asking this since the Mario Cristobal era has started. Who is in the booth for the Hurricanes? So when a person like me is looking at a game from a coach's perspective, the camera gives me the booth view, eye in the sky view, looking down on the game. When I'm on the sideline, there's nowhere in the world you can see what you can see from upstairs. It's the best place in the world to be. The best place in the world you can be. Because you can see any and everything. You can see run block fits. You can see scheme. You can see all of that. You can see receiver routes. You can see coverage. You know how hard it is standing on the sideline to look all the way this way at eye level, what kind of coverage they're in, especially on the far side of the field. So my question to you, who is upstairs in the booth? Because when I look at our coaching staff, I'm talking about our named coaches by position. It is all of them are on the sideline. Coach Mirabal, sideline. He's the O-line coach. I expect him to be down there. Got to talk to the O-line. Shannon Dawson, the OC, is on the sideline. He's also the quarterback coach. Kevin Beard, the receiver coach, is on the sideline. The running back coach, Lord, I forget his name. He's on the sideline. The tight end coach that just left, he's on the sideline. So is Coach Steve Fell, who used to be the tight end coach. I see him on the sideline. That's the entire offensive staff. Now let's flip it to the defensive staff. Coach Corey Heatherman, the defensive coordinator, on the sideline. Damian Lewis, sideline. Jason Taylor, sideline. Linebacker coach. You get his name too. Sideline. I see him all the time on the sideline. I don't know any of our position coaches, including the support staff, and I know quite a bit of them. I see their faces on the sideline. When they show Coach Cristobal walking up and down the sideline, you see him standing in the back. My question is, who is the eye in the sky that helps with the adjustments? And I don't care who you are. I used to be that dude. I thought Heatherman was the safety coach. I thought Coach Heatherman was the safety coach. Oh, they got him. Okay, let's do this. I'll go down the list. Will Harris is the safeties coach. I apologize. That's his name, Zach Etheridge. Zach Etheridge. All these people are on the sideline. I'm cool with this. Let's dance. Let's do it. Coach Cristobal, he's on the sideline, as he should be. Shannon Dawson, offensive coordinator, he's on the sideline. Defensive coordinator, Coach Heatherman, on the sideline. Coach Mirabal is on the sideline. Coach Kevin Beard is on the sideline. Zach Etheridge is on the sideline. And he's the defensive pass game coordinator. I know I've seen him on the sideline. Maybe I swear I may be wrong. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong dude. Let me pull his face up so I know. Yep, definitely seen that dude on the sideline. Yes, sir. Will Harris. Damian Lewis on the sideline. Eric. Jason Taylor. Danny Coulter. Who is this dude? He might be in the booth. This cat might be in the booth. I don't ever recall seeing this guy. And the rest of these people are analysts. Shout out to my dog, Juan Navarro. He on the sideline. I see him all the time. He's a senior analyst, defense. We got 30 coaches. I want people to understand. Since they've changed the rule, I want people to know this. Since they have changed the rule, where you have unlimited coaches, all these people right there are analysts. I'm trying to make it even smaller. Everything you see in blue are all coaches and analysts. All that is a coach and analyst. There you go. Saying that to me was the biggest thing, because here's what you have to say, and here's what I know, and I know this to be a fact. Whoever's upstairs, if you're the final call goes through you. You have to trust that voice that's coming out through your headset. I'm not saying they don't. I don't know. All I'm saying is that's the best view in the house. I got a 3568 on the line, but they're not here. I don't see them showing up. I tried to put it on 3568. If you wouldn't mind hanging up and calling back, I would appreciate it. 862-799-9956. Please feel free. 278 people in the building. We're on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter. Go ahead and hit us up. We're on the line. We're just chopping it up, talking about transfers and everything else. Larry asks a great question. Larry Young, shout out to Larry, says, who do you think should be in the box, or how would you have it? I believe here's two things. I always believe my receiver coach should be upstairs, and I'm going to tell you why. If you have a receiver coach, I know it sounds, he can tell me the coverage. If I'm an OC that doesn't like to be upstairs, which I like having OCs upstairs, like offensive coordinators upstairs, to me, is great because they can now see all of that. It's like playing a video game for them. And if they need to talk to the quarterback, they just get on the phone. They got the phone still. You get on the phone and talk to them. It's no different than me standing here talking to them. Because I literally saw Shannon Dawson on the sideline talking about pass interference. Offensive pass interference. We was on defense. And I'm not complaining. I'm making observations. That's it. I'm just making an observation. But if my OC is downstairs, I believe my receiver coach should be upstairs. Why? Because I need to know the coverage. I don't need somebody with the same point of view as me because he has the same vantage point that I have. I need somebody up there looking down, especially you can see on the other side of the field, and you're charting it. You have a guy charting it. I don't see nobody writing anything down on our sideline. You're charting it. Hey, it's 3rd and long. They show press bell. Ended up the end result. Like you have a category. You'll have the show. You'll have any movement. Then you'll have end result. What does that mean? They'll show 3, right? Is there movement? They bail. What's the final result? They actually played cover 4. So they're showing 3. They bail out to 4. That's what it tells you. I know I got my paper here. I kind of wrote it on here. But that's what it looked like. There's a chart for that. And you're charting that on 3rd and long, 3rd and short, 3rd and medium. And now I can say, okay, on 3rd and long, they like to show cover 3, but really play 4 because I was in a 3-by-1. And then what you do is you put your formation there as well. So you'll put 3, bail, 4 versus 3-by-1 set. That's it. You don't have to get really specific. You can if you choose. 2-by-2 set. Whatever. Football ain't really that hard. And I just showed you it's almost 30 people that we have that are coaches or analysts on this list. On the defensive side, if my DC likes to be on the floor, I don't have a problem with that. I was a person that when I did it, I tried to go in the booth, best view in the house, but it wasn't me. I felt like I was drowning because I felt like I could not convey the message to the entire defense like no one else could. So what did I do? I found somebody I trusted upstairs. And if my DC is downstairs, then my defensive back coach needs to be upstairs. Why? He can give me the route combinations. On second and medium, they like to run spacing concepts. They like to run a smash concept. They run in stick nod in the red zone. They run in levels in the green zone. So hopefully that answers your question, Larry. I appreciate it. Who's the troll y'all talking about? Coach, ban the troll. You don't want that energy. Who's the troll? Who y'all talking about? I'm not even reading it. Man, look here. As long as he ain't on some craziness and he ain't, man, look here. Make the algorithm go. Let it grow. If he bother you, that's on you. Who y'all talking about anyway so I can watch it? Lucifer? His name is Lucifer? Okay, Mark Cuban paying $39 million to Fernando to come back next year. All right, cool. Katie, what's up? The OC should definitely be upstairs. I mean, I'll say this. I'll say this to you now, Katie. Let's take Josh Heupel, for example. Josh Heupel is the play caller, right? So he's the one who calls the plays. But yeah, his OC is upstairs because he can see it all. So to your point, who? You see what I'm saying? That's 100%. See, that's also the difference in, like, Mario is not the OC or the DC, right? So when you find Lincoln Riley or, let me see, who else? Who's an OC that call plays? Josh Heupel, Ryan Day, for example. Florida State is going to be interesting. Mike Norvell says he's going to take over the play calling duties. But shout out to the homie Tim Harris, who became the co-OC. He probably will be upstairs to feed Mike Norvell information. See what I'm saying? We'll see. Oh, God, Lee. We got about 30 minutes left. I don't know if I'm going to let this dude opine. He thinks he's an orator, but he's a borator. He boring as all here. E. Brown, 267 people in here. If we get to 249, you're out of here. I love you, dog. But when you come on, people will just fall asleep, hit the end button. I don't know what they do. Let the wheel go in their car. I don't know. But y'all do me a favor. Y'all clap it up for the loquacious borator, E. Brown. All right, that's enough clapping. All right. Talk to us, E. Brown.
Well, Coach, I mean, some of the questions that you're asking, or some of the topics that you're talking about, doesn't amount to a hill of beans. I mean, the team was 40 yards away from winning the national championship. Whether there was a coach up in the box, whether there was, you know, some of the other little nuggets you were bringing up about what we should be doing and what we can't be doing. The reason why we lost the football game is because of mistakes. We lost the game because of mistakes. We lost 3 games this year, and all 3 of those games centered around mistakes that were made by the football team. It wasn't because the coach was on the field.
I disagree.
Or not in the box.
I disagree.
But
go ahead, finish, please.
I mean, that didn't play a part in the team losing those 3 games. Those 3 games that literally, essentially, could have kept us out of the playoffs. And the last game, which eventually kept us from winning the national championship. They were all mistake-driven. It was all mistake-driven that caused those games. So, we shouldn't have had this player on the field. We should have had this coach not making that decision. Those are good talking points. But the reason we lost those 3 games that essentially could have derailed the season for us is because we committed mistakes in pivotal parts of the game, in pivotal games. I mean, that's what I saw. That's what I'm seeing. We're talking about a 13-3 team that practically just about won the national championship, but we're critiquing the team as if they went 9-5 or 5-7.
No, so again, I say this. Let me say this, Ebron. Again, I just simply made an observation, and it's something I have been making really for a couple of years. But here's the difference in winning and losing those type of games. Something as small as that. And here's why I say, you say to yourself, yeah, just because you have a guy upstairs doesn't mean you're going to win a game. But here's what I can tell you. If you had a guy upstairs and he was doing what he was supposed to be doing, or whoever, because there are people upstairs, don't get me wrong. It's not like the booth is empty up there. There are people up there. I just don't think they're trusted voices. However, if the person upstairs is a trusted voice and he's doing his job, go back and watch the game, and you watch 87 block that entire game on the punt, I'm saying, and he was lackluster. The difference was the person they had upstairs said, hey, coach, we could probably get it because 87 is sleep on the job. We just haven't really pressed it because they're rolling to the right to his side, right? We probably can create some more pressure because the one time they did create some pressure, we had an errant kick. Is that fair? You remember that? He shanked it.
That's fair.
So now, as you look upstairs, the guy that's doing his job with the red jersey on, hey, coach, they're rolling to the right, Aussie style. What if we create some more pressure? Because they're not stiff, they're not blocking it, they're not steady in their block, they're not holding it down over there. So that little nuance may be the difference of a block kick or not. Doesn't mean we win the game because we could have punted it. They come back and make a big play and score. The only difference is a couple of seconds off the clock. But what I do know is that could have been prevented. It's not like they out-schemed us. We just didn't outperform because I guarantee nobody went to 87 and said, hey, bro, step up and block this dude. They're going to try to block it. Or if somebody did say it upstairs, the message didn't get across clearly because they're probably not a trusted voice upstairs. Probably a pimple-faced GA or some old analyst dude that need a job. And they're like, yeah, all he do is drink coffee and pick his nose. Forget what he's talking about. Right?
Right. Listen, I get your point. But you look at the totality of the game. If you look at the totality of the game, the first half was a huge mistake. The first half of that football game for the University of Miami
was a huge mistake. That was the beginning. That was the beginning of the end. That was the beginning of the end. The next few things that caused, wreaked havoc on the team winning was the fact we started getting the penalties. We started getting the penalties. We started the game off in the beginning without one of our lead cornerbacks.
Okay.
We started the game out from that aspect. Then we didn't score. We didn't take advantage of those opportunities to score when we had an opportunity to score. When the defense was playing a heck of a football game in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all mistakes. Those are mistakes. Okay, those are mistakes. Those are somebody made the comment. I think it was Downtown made the comment about the coach making mistakes. That was a mistake. Then we get into the second half. Where we started to take advantage of running on the outside because they were stacked in the middle. Again, mistakes. Then we took advantage of it. Then we got the touchdown run by
Fletcher.
Fletcher, which opened up the possibilities for us to come back into the game. Then we get the block punt. We get the block punt. And then 40 yards away from the touchdown, from scoring the winning touchdown, we get an underthrown pass.
Fair.
So those are the things. Those are the things.
Yeah, but let's go back, bro.
Penalty to the loss.
I know. Okay, but let's chronicle some of these things. First of all, we had 7 penalties. We had 2 on offense. We had 1 false start, and the other was a delay of game, right? Meaning, remember there was a transition, and they called a delay of game on us so fast. Like, remember that? So those were only the 2 offensive penalties we had in that game. That's 2. We had 2 on special teams on Cam Pruitt for holding on kick returns. That's 4. Then we had the false start on Ruben Bain. Remember when the guy jumped, so Ruben Bain jumped. We had a defensive pass interference on O.J. Frederick. And we had one more. There was one last one, and I can't remember what it was. However, let's flip it now. Indiana kept us in the game with the late hit on the quarterback. That would have been 3rd and 15. That would have been 4th and 15. Indiana kept us in it. Indiana had the first down. I'm sorry, they were 3rd and 1. They false started. That made it now 3rd and 6, and they didn't get it, and they had to kick a field goal. What I'm telling you all is I understand where y'all coming from. I feel you. I understand it. I'm with you. But I think they made just as many mistakes as we made, but I don't think the mistakes were the reason we lost the game because I think they were evenly distributed between both teams at very crucial moments. We made some at a crucial moment. I'm not talking about the block punt, but I'm talking about the penalty mistakes. Oh, and the other one was the face mask when he tried to make the tackle and he caught him by the face mask. That was the 7th one. Yeah. What I'm going to tell you is
that penalty right there though, that penalty wasn't a penalty, committed by one of the players doing something
aggressive, trying to make a play.
He was trying to make a play.
Right. So I'm not mad at
that he did egregious.
Correct. I don't think any of them. I don't think we had any egregious penalties. We had a false start on offense. The delay of game I thought was bullcrap because they did that so fast. You saw Mario Cristobal nut up about that. The pass interference I think was bullcrap against O.J. Frederick because everybody was hand checking everybody, right? And then, the aggressive penalty and trying to make a tackle, you end up face masking. And then the holding penalties on Cam Pruitt on both of those, he get his hands inside, trying to make a play, whatever. Here's what I will say, though, Ibrahim. Back to why I said guy upstairs is important. I don't think you were on the Discord that night we went through the national championship game. And I showed you how many times we had outside plays, whether you want to stretch, gap scheme. The guy upstairs, that's why he's so relevant. That guy upstairs is more relevant than you think, because here's what's funny. Every time we ran off tackle, I'll just call it off tackle, only one time of the 6 times we ran, they stopped us for no gain. They stopped us at the line of scrimmage. We only ran, we ran the ball 20 times. 20. We had 21. One was Carson Beck's sack. So I say 20 because of a handoff. And of the 20 times, I think it was 5 of them were outside. Even Malachi Tony's, and technically that wasn't a run in the books. That was considered a pass because he pitched it forward. But the blocking was outside zone for the touchdown. So Mark Fletcher scores a touchdown on outside zone. Malachi Tony scores a touchdown with outside zone blocking. Right? The very first run of the game, we get 9 yards because he bends it back off tackle. They had not given us the inside the entire game. And so back to my point about the eye in the sky, the guy upstairs, why he's so important. If Shannon Dawson trusts him, and the guy is telling you, coach, they soft on the edge. They're giving it to us. We got it through alignment. We got it through formation. It's there. I'm not saying that wasn't verbalized to Shannon Dawson. I don't know. But if it was, he doesn't trust it. And if it wasn't, it's because he doesn't trust who's up there or the person up there doesn't know. I don't know. I can't answer that. I'm not on the headsets. I don't know. And somebody told me to tell Street of the Ass, you can ask them till they blue in the face. They're never going to admit that. Because if you admit that, then that means you admitted something wrong. They're politicians too. Yeah. Y'all, please don't get these coaches misunderstood. They have a political way. Why do you think Tommy Tuberville could run for senator? It ain't hard transition. Instead of Coach Tuberville, it's Senator Tuberville. They all full of it. Yeah. Like, let's not get it twisted. So I get you, but anyway, go ahead. Please finish up.
I get your point with that. But the thing about it is that we could come to a consensus that when you in a football game, when you're gonna have to realize that you're gonna have some negative plays that will occur. Mm-hmm. But when you have negative plays that happen on a consistent basis, in addition to the ones that you know are going to happen throughout the game, that's what I'm talking about. That's what causes some of the issues that came up that caused us to lose 3 games this year. Now, there was talk earlier. You was talking about, well, maybe they should have put Moore or JoJo into the game, and there was emphasis to try to, go down and stretch the field. They didn't get into the game because they wasn't good enough. Those guys weren't good enough to get into the game. Okay, they were not good enough.
Come on, Ebron. Whoa. Ebron, wait.
They weren't good enough to get in the game.
Ebron, don't do this.
If they were good enough, they would have put them in the game.
Sir, JoJo Trader has played a lot. He may not have a lot of targets, but he's been on the field. His presence alone changes the mentality of the defensive back. Think about that. If I'm a safety and I look up and I see 87, I'm not worried about him getting behind me. But if I look up and see number 1, I have to respect his foot speed. I ain't talking about him dropping the balls. We're talking about, so when you stretch it, the zones open up more because they have to respect it. I'm not talking about, you can't tell me in that situation that JoJo Trader, Joshua Moore was in the game earlier. They played in the game. How are we not good enough? I'm good enough to play these plays, but I ain't good enough to even be on the field to stretch the field out. I'm a big body receiver. I'm not talking about the whole game. I'm talking about in the last minute and 38 seconds or whatever it was when we started that drive.
But coach, not to interrupt you, but they created their blueprint. Those players created the blueprint during the season. JoJo Trader's blueprint during the season was that he would drop a pass. You put him in a situation with a minute and some seconds to go. You need everybody to step the game up a little bit. You throw a pass to this young man, and he's proven in the past throughout the season that he's dropped passes. So has Moore. Moore has dropped passes. I mean, that's just been a consistent thing that has happened with our wide receivers for the last 5 or 6 years. We haven't had a pass catcher that was consistent enough just until what they get. Rambo was here. You throw the ball, he'll catch the football.
I get that, but Ebron, do you think that DB is thinking, "Oh, if I just let him run down the field, he's gonna drop the ball"? No, I'm not.
Absolutely.
And remember,
come on, coach. You know that.
You know
that. You know if you have the propensity to drop a ball, you're not going to be too concerned with him with him getting open, getting down the field.
But here's the deal. Again, first of all, I disagree. A DB sees a guy out there, he's going to cover him. He ain't thinking, "Oh, he's gonna drop a pass. I don't need to cover him."
I know that.
I know, but second of all, you didn't hear me once say you had to throw them the ball. Did you hear me say put JoJo in and throw him the ball? No, I'm talking about using your personnel to put you in an advantageous situation. Here's a perfect example. Do you know that Indiana put an offensive lineman at tight end and we still had our DB covering that guy? So when you want to talk about why the guy in the sky is irrelevant, because if I'm the coach on the sideline, I will never recognize that number 75 is at tight end on the far side of the field because I can't see that far. I can't. It's 22 bodies flying around. Yeah, I see a 75, but that don't mean he ain't a tackle. If you go back and watch, they had number 75 at tight end. We had Xavier Lucas on his side. There was no eligible receiver to that side. That's why the guy in the sky is so important. Because he's looking down and he can see 75 at tight end. He can see there's no X receiver over there. We had Xavier Lucas as a cornerback covering grass because 75 can't go down the field for a pass. See, that's why the eye in the sky is so relevant.
Okay.
So you said why he wasn't? I'm trying to give you all the reasons why this is why you lose games that are really close, where you can't out-talent people, where it becomes that chess match, where it becomes that, you know what I'm saying? Where it becomes that, okay, what's the little nuance I could wrinkle in by the time they recognize it, they got stabbed 10 times.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna belittle or say anything negative against having a coach in the sky.
Sure, I understand.
But you gotta have like for instance, at the beginning of this year, the University of Miami was going after that kid, the kid that went to Texas A&M, the one who left Syracuse, the wide receiver. He went to Texas A&M instead of coming to University of Miami. That was a decision that was being made that could have been detrimental, man. Because if he hadn't gotten here, we never would have got an opportunity to see the full talent of Malachi Tony.
Who are you talking about? I'm lost. Who are you talking about? The kid that
the slot receiver that played for Texas A&M.
Concepcion. Yes, okay, I got you.
Yeah, Concepcion. Concepcion was the guy Miami was going after to come in and be the Restrepo replacement.
Okay.
And all along we had the answer for Restrepo on the team. And if he had came here, it would have disrupted the maturation of Malachi. So
I mean, we could always connect that dot again. I always say this, Ebron. We could always connect those dots backwards, right? But I still think Malachi Tony would have shined enough where they would have found a way to put 4 receivers on the field. They would have found a way.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's just. But go ahead.
I agree with you.
Yes,
I agree with you. I agree with that. But what I want to say is that Malachi came in as a freshman, as a 17-year-old freshman, and he performed and he got on the field. And when he got on the field, Malachi Tony didn't even have any drop passes this year. If I can remember, right? No, there were no drop passes.
He dropped. Yeah, he dropped some. He dropped. Wasn't many, but everybody will drop pass. Yeah. I mean, he made some phenomenal. That catch he made when the dude hitting him, and he falling down. Talking about first down, it wasn't the first, but phenomenal catch.
I don't know, Coach. I know he didn't have too many drop passes.
He didn't have too many. I agree.
He didn't have too many.
But he wasn't 100 foot. He wasn't 10 for 10. I'm saying that's all I'm saying. I don't know what he was. I could try to pull it up while we're on here. But anyway, go ahead. Finish your point.
Yeah, but the thing is that I'm going to pay homage to what I saw this year from the team's performance, and I'm not gonna walk away with too many negatives.
True.
There are not too many negatives. The negatives that we saw, the negatives that caused the team the game. I think we put it to the portal. We brought in a quarterback that could get the ball down the field, that has a little bit more accuracy, that has a better arm, that he may have some mobility. I don't see that. I haven't seen that guy scrambling a lot, Mensa, but he has the ability to get the ball down the field, and so it's those are just some of the things that I'm going to compliment the coaching staff. I'm going to compliment the organization for seeing those things that caused us gains, and they're trying to build upon it. So that's what I'm concentrating on. Now, that's what I'm looking at for 2026. I'm looking at that for 2026, okay, and so on and so forth. That's because I mean, hey, listen, it's you're the guy with the experience of being a coach. It's going to be tough as heck to get back to the national championship game. Tough as heck. Yeah.
It's not an easy. It's not an easy. Listen, it's not an easy feat by no stretch. Some people say he had 3 drops. Markinson said he had 1 drop. Fair. I ain't saying he had 1,000. I was just saying I don't know one guy that didn't have any drops, like whatever they deem drops. Some people got PFF. I don't have that, but whatever. I was just trying to simply say that it's okay that you drop a football in football. It's not a bad thing. You know what I mean?
It's okay, but like I said, JoJo Trader, his blueprint was that when the ball was thrown his way in pivotal times of the game, he dropped the freaking football. Well, he's wide open. Okay. And that's why he's no longer on the team. That's why he wasn't on the field. That's why he's no longer on the team.
But then why does he put, okay, so here's my
some people made the assessment. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. But here's my problem. If he's that bad, let's just say he's that bad. Okay. Then why does he play? He played in the national championship game. Joshua Moore played in the national championship game. Then why are they playing at that point? But we're talking about the actual scenario in the circumstance where we're trying to stretch the field. Again, I'm not saying he had to be the ball catcher, but we're talking about where speed is relevant at this point. You're not Elijah Arroyo. You're not Brevin Jordan. You're not that kind of tight end. I don't understand from a packaging standpoint why that personnel package is out there. Here's why I could understand it, meaning that they match personnel. Okay, when you have a tight end, it's 11 personnel, 1 tight end, 1 running back. But Indiana was not matching. They didn't match personnel. They played I'm going to just call it their base defense, regardless of who you put out there. So it's not like you were getting an advantage putting a linebacker on the tight end. They had a nickel. So if you're going to have a nickel on the tight end, and he ain't the fastest of cats, his feet ain't that witty, I just put it that way. I don't want to blast it, shorty. Then why not put a guy who could create a threat just through his presence and speed alone? It could, even if I ran a vertical ball, what did I do? I stretched it out and opened up more zones. And you could go look at one of the plays. By the time the receiver turned around, they were at the tight end turned around. They were at 3 different levels because it took him time to get there because he's a tight end. He doesn't have that kind of foot speed. He ain't Gronkowski. He ain't Travis Kelce. He's not built that way. He's built like the old school tight end. You understand? But Ibram, I'll say your last piece. I gotta run this thing backing up over here, man.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Hey,
listen, I bid you a good night, and I just wanted to chime in.
All good, man.
And say that.
My man, E. Brown in the building. We actually went up. We at 289 right now. I appreciate you.
You're like,
much love, brother. Much love. Shout out to the loquacious E. Brown in the building. All right. I have Black Butterfly on here. She went bye-bye. All right. Hurricane Pete Bishop, I got you on here. I'm coming to you. Let me get 6753 out the way. 6753, call or talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? This is CJ from Duval.
CJ from Duval. Talk to me, CJ. What's up, man?
Oh yeah, man. I know I've been complaining last few times I called, but you know what I'm saying about Shannon Dawson. But I think people take it like Shannon Dawson, he don't know how to utilize the talent that he have on the team. And I know we got a lot of talent this year. I think we got even more talent than we had even this past year because you know, now you got all the running backs coming back with all the experience that they have. So you got 4 running backs who already knows the playbook, who already has years of training. Then you got a senior-led running back with Fletcher. And then you have all these veteran receivers that we brought out the portal. I think this will be the year Shannon Dawson, you got to open up the offense, dog. Like, you know, we can't be in these games where we moving methodical all the time. I think that was our biggest problem last year. It was like we had to have so many 12, 15-play drives that it gave Carson Beck more room for error. If you got 3-play, 4-play drives every now and then where you getting down the field real fast, then that eases up for Carson Beck to limit his mistakes. So I just feel like Shannon Dawson this year, you got playmakers, you got Barcate on one side, and then whoever win the job on the other side as the X receiver, and you know how Malley, he gonna do his thing. So you gotta open up that playbook and stop being so predictable in your calls, especially in game situations where you gotta adjust to what the defense is doing, because sometimes we get caught up in, okay, this is the plays we running, and we're more physical, and we're bigger, and we're the more athletic team. When you get down to them playoff games, it's about X's and O's, because these still amateurs, even though they're getting paid like pros, they're still amateurs. So you gotta be able to be the adult in the room and be able to adjust to what the defense is actually doing. And I feel like that'll be the growth thing he need to do. I don't know if he got to go talk to Andy Reid or one of these offensive gurus that know how to adjust on the fly, but he needs to change up his mindset and the way he's calling plays this year for us to actually win our 6th chip.
I'll say this. You know, I'll say this. There's a thing you have to know how to manipulate. And one thing I saw Indiana do, very subtle, but they did manipulate us through formation and motion. I said if you watch WREs or if you watch Good, Bad, and Uglies, formation and motion is the kryptonite to a defense. it creates havoc.
Right.
Right? Now, if you go watch that tape, I think we left that corner over there almost 5 or 6 plays before we realized that guy can't go out for a pass. That's just a simple, subtle formation. They put 75 out there like he was a tackle. But he was at the tight end spot. They only have 4 eligible receivers. They didn't try to have 5 eligible guys who could catch it. And they started to run the ball. And not once did we realize, hey, there's a big old dude out here. Or, hey, I'm a corner. I ain't got nobody with a number between 0 and 49 or 80 through 99. It's a problem. Ding, 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 ding. All type of red flags should be going off. Those are very subtle changes. Because if you were to put 37 over there at tight end, that's a different mindset for the DB. It's also a different person blocking.
Right.
Before you know it, that's an offensive tackle out there getting to the next level. And I'm gonna say this. I gotta give Indiana props, but they didn't do nothing that we didn't go through. Bro, like I said, they didn't do anything we didn't talk about in the Discord. And I don't have all of the angles. Like, we're not privy to, when these coaches break down tape, they're not looking at YouTube for tape. They have both end zone cuts, both sideline cuts. They got a wide angle, a tight angle. They got all type of, they probably get 8 different cuts of the same play. We don't have that. We're not privy to that, and we don't have that luxury. We got a YouTube cut. And if I'm looking at a YouTube cut of this and saying, hey, look at X, Y, and Z, Indiana literally did not do anything that we had not seen on previous tapes. Nothing. Except they brought that tight end in that I had not seen that before. But I guarantee if I go through some of their tapes, they did it somewhere. But that's okay. That's not a big deal. But you just have to be able to recognize it. That's all I'm going to say in that piece of that portion. But to your point, I do wish Shannon Dawson would be more creative with our formations. I wish Shannon Dawson would be more creative with our motion, right? Creating the mismatch, creating the confusion. That's my personal opinion. But at the end of the day, Coach Mario Cristobal is the end-all, be-all when it comes to who he wants coaching for him. And that's what we got to roll with, man.
Nah, I agree with you. So you saying like just little things that we got to pay attention to detail on this switch. I agree with you on that. Just little subtle things. Because I can't give them too much flack because we got to the national championship, but it's gonna be way harder next year. So we can't go into next season like, okay, we got the same formula and it's gonna work because we got all this talent and we can do it this way. It's like, nah, every game I feel like every game is different, matchup. So it's like, next year it might be a different type of team that we play that we gotta adjust on the fly. And that's my main thing. Sometimes I feel like we slow to adjusting on the fly. We wait till halftime, the third quarter, to want to make the adjustment, and then we down like Indiana, we down 10-0. And it's like, yeah, against a team like Indiana who's sound, who don't make a lot of mistakes, it's going to be hard to come back from a 10-0 deficit. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, Coach, man.
Anytime,
I'm going to continue
bro.
listening, man.
Anytime, brother. Thank you, man.
All right.
Yes,
no problem. Go Canes.
Yes, sir. Go Canes. All right, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and lock the line out after this call. If you're going to call, please do so. We're right at the 2-hour mark. Let's make it happen. Hurricane Pete on the line. Then we got Bishop Newkirk in the building. Hurricane Pete, talk to me, baby. What's up, man?
What's up, Cole? Can you hear me?
I hear you loud. I can tell you driving, man, but I can hear you loud and clear, man. What's up?
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm just getting off work, man. I seen you was on live, so I had to tap in with you real quick.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Man. Hey, I just want to say, man, it was a pleasure meeting you, man. At the game. Well, not at the game, but
yeah.
at the tailgate.
For sure. I brought you up, man. I brought you up. And I was saying, man, it was a pleasure meeting you out there at X Tailgate. Man, it was great seeing you, man, and have fun. Actually, man, you made a cut, bro. You in the new intro. You got to see if you can find yourself, man.
For real?
Yeah. You got to see if you can find yourself, man.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Hey, though, I don't even really know what the topic is because like I literally just tapped in, but I did hear my man, the last couple callers, they was talking about Shannon Dawson. I just want to throw my 2 cents in there real quick.
Go for
it. As far as the game, the national championship game, you know, I'm definitely proud of my boys. You know, they fought hard. You know, we was playing against some grown men out there. You know, them boys was bouncing off tackles left and right, man. You know, them boys were grown men, you know what I'm saying, with grandkids and you know, shit, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But we fought hard, you know. I really, in my opinion, I really felt like we definitely was missing Elijah Lofton, the tight end in that game. Mm-hmm. You know, even though he didn't do much during the season, I think we talked about this. You know, it's the things he do without the football. I think make a big difference. You know, I really feel like we could have used him. You know, in the backfield a little bit. You know, sliding out from like the fullback position in the flat. You know, some of them third and shorts. You know, we could have used them. You know, real quick outs. You know, things like that. Get him out in the flats. And when it comes to Shannon Dawson, I agree a lot with the last caller said. You know, in my opinion, I think he kind of nutted up a little bit in the first half. You know, but I kind of look at it like this. I give him credit for switching it up mid-season because it was, you know, we really needed it. You know, I really, you know, think he did a good job using his personnel, you know, using Malachi Tony to kind of help Carson Beck out a little bit. Mm-hmm. But he's going to have to do a lot more this year. Mm-hmm. With all that talent in their room, you can't just let those guys sit on the bench all year, coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm-hmm. You got damn near 5 running backs that can play. You got all those wide receivers. You got to get those guys in the game. You know what I mean? You can't just let those guys sit on the sideline and play 2 running backs all year. Like he's going to have to mix and match, you know, with different packages with different guys. You know what I mean? You can't just let those guys just sit on the sideline. You got to keep them you got to keep them in tune, you know, keep them excited to be a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So I don't know how you do it, but he's gonna have to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the art of the deal, right? That's the art of what you got going on. That's the art of trying to keep everybody happy now. That's the art that it's not like it was before where people knew, hey, let me just sit here, bid my time, and do what I got to do. That is the art of college coaching now, and that's what makes it so hard, right? And I understand. I understand that when it comes from a coaching perspective. My only thing is, I have to be honest, if I was an OC, I wouldn't worry about I have to play guys more than how can I create situations to play guys. I hope that make way different. If I'm in a game situation and this set is more successful for us and I don't play JoJo Trader, then tough. But if I'm in a situation where I can use other guys to get something accomplished and it puts me in a better situation, then I'm going to do that. You get where I'm going? Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Yeah. And I'm not just saying play guys just to play them. No, I like actually, you know, find these guys, you know, what they do best.
Correct.
And then, you know, and then use it. You know what I mean? And another thing too, coach, it's a long season. Like we just witnessed a the longest season we ever did. So,
Correct.
you know, like Mark Fletcher, who we played? We played A&M this year, or we played Bethune this year?
I
can't remember.
We played FAMU this year.
FAMU, okay. But Mark Fletcher shouldn't be getting 10, 15 carries in that game.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like he's a veteran now.
Mm-hmm.
Like let Pringle, let Hellcat, that'll be a good game to let Jordan Lyle get his legs back up under him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If just things like that. And one more thing I want to say too, Coach.
Oh, too.
I think you and E. Brown was talking about it, about how like running off tackle, how we was like how we do well running off tackle. That's another kind of thing I don't really understand with Shannon Dawson because, for instance, Indiana, they seen the weakness in number 24, our cornerback, right, with the back shoulder, right? They was like, okay, he's the weak link, let's attack him. I think it's when OJ Frederick, because Lucas came back, and then it was Lucas and OJ. Then I think OJ got hurt, so then 24 came in. I think O'Connor, I think his name.
O'Connor. Mm-hmm.
So they found the weakness. Yeah. So they found the coach found the weakness and he kept attacking it. So I don't understand why Shannon Dawson doesn't do that. Like you say, if I was Shannon Dawson, bro, I would have been running behind Mauer Noah and Cooper all night until they stopped it. Mm-hmm. These guys' last game. Why you not running behind these guys? You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. Like we'll do an off tackle play 6 yards, 5 yards, and then we won't do it again until the next series. That's something I never understand about Shannon Dawson. We'll go off tackle 6 yards and then we'll come out empty and do something crazy. Like I don't get it. Like run it until they stop it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing.
No, listen, I'm with you. And I'll say this. It's easy, and I tell people all the time, it's easy to Monday morning quarterback and question Shannon Dawson. You're right. Like we all can do that. I've had it done to me. I've done it to people. But if I feel that you have done everything and you covered all your bases, sometimes it doesn't work out. That's football, right? They got coaches too and all the other good stuff and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But if I feel like you haven't done everything to put your team in the best possible situation, then I have an issue. And I'm going to go back to this, and I know y'all like, some people don't understand the importance. That person upstairs is important. That's your spotter. That is your spotter. I'll go back. I'll just say this. I don't know why. I always end up in military stuff, but I do. And I've never been in the military. And thank for everybody out there for their service. The sniper, follow me now, Hurricane Pete. The sniper gets all the credit, but the spotter is the brains behind the operation. The spotter is telling you how far it is, the windage, the crosswind, right? The Coriolis effect, if you get that far. Come on, talk to me, somebody, if y'all know what I'm talking about. The spotter is doing all the calculations. You are just a trigger puller. You can control your breathing and you let it go. Pow. But he is giving you all the data you need to be successful. But the spotter never gets the love. Well, you see the dude all the time with the dreads. He always getting interviewed. He was a sniper. They call him the Reaper. DJ Vlad. All these people interview him about military type stuff. He was 33 confirmed kills and all this stuff, or unalivements. My bad, YouTube. He's the sniper. But they never talk about his spotter. They never talk. He told me, well, he didn't tell me. He said on the thing, he made a shot a mile away. He didn't do that just looking through a scope. It's a dude laying right next to him with a spotting scope that's giving you all this, the windage, to this, to that, da, 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 da. That guy is, if not more important than the actual shooter. And it's the same thing with the play caller. The person that's giving you the data and the information is more important than the play caller. The call's on your sheet. You already got it labeled. 1st and 10, I want to call that. 3rd and 8, I want to call this. You just need the information so you can make the call. Talk to me, somebody. Sorry, Pete. Go ahead. We can ride out. Ain't nobody else on the line. Talk to us, and we're going to dip after this.
All right. So, Coach, I'm glad you said that about the eye in the sky. So, I've been a Hurricane fan since 99-2000. As far as I can remember, I'm thinking about Manny. I'm thinking about Rick. Hell, even Golden. I'm trying to think. I can't remember the last time I'm watching a Hurricane game and they show somebody upstairs.
I've said that. I've said that. We don't put people upstairs. I've said that. I've never, and again, but there's people up there. First of all, I want people to understand it. There are, I'm gonna call them coaches up there, but they're not people of significance. Okay. Meaning it's not a coordinator, it's not that. And I'm okay if they don't show Kevin Beard up there. But the only reason I know Kevin Beard is not up there because I see him on the sideline hugging Mario Cristobal. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's why I know who's not up there, because I see who's down there when I watch the games. I want you to listen. Do me a favor. Go watch a football game, a rerun. Yeah. Any one of them. If you look at our sideline is riddled with dudes in University of Miami polo shirts. Those are all of these coaches. These are not. If you notice, Michael Irvin and them, they're not among. Well, sometimes he is, but he ain't dressed like coaches. He ain't just. They're all dressed the same. Who are all these people? These are the coaches. This is what I'm telling you. You can go watch a game. I'm looking at one right now. There's 1,000 people on the sideline when Malachi Tony scored. They got on green shirts. You got the strength and conditioning staff down there. I'm looking at D-Train right here. I'm looking at Coach Mirabal right here. He's talking to Shannon Dawson. There's a guy with an orange shirt on. He's probably a signal caller because he's the only one with an orange shirt on. I'm looking at some tall dude. I don't know who this is. I look at Coach Cristobal. I'm looking at all these dudes back here.
Coach, you know, it just came to me. The last time I remember somebody being upstairs that's of significance, it was Josh Gaddis. It was Mario's first year. Remember Josh, what's his name? Josh Gaddis, the offensive coordinator, the black guy?
Came from Michigan, yeah.
I think he came from Michigan, yeah. He's the only one I can remember, and the reason why I can remember it because he started off upstairs and then he came down.
Right.
Because he said he felt like he needed to be on the field with the players.
Correct.
But other than that, I can't remember a time where somebody was up there. But it's like every game I see though, I watch, especially like big time, you know what I mean? Schools like Georgia, Alabama, and Ohio State, they always showing a guy upstairs.
I'm with you.
I mean, it's a whole room full of guys upstairs.
Yeah.
But I'll never remember seeing somebody up there for us other than Josh Gaddis. It's the only time I remember.
I'm just like, here's a clip right here. I don't know. I'm just pulling this up. Hopefully ESPN on trip. And you're right. Okay, I got a couple more I got 2 more callers in here. But let me just do this before I bring Bishop on, and I got another caller. And as a matter of fact, let me lock this.
The conference has been locked.
Like, here's a perfect example. That's Kevin Beard right here with a towel around his neck. That's Cristobal here. I don't know who this old dude is. He probably an analyst because his knees look bad. Camera dude. I don't know who this dude is right here in the green. That's a strength coach. You could tell the strength coaches because they all look different. Like it's a ton of people on the sideline here. Look at this. Anyway, let me turn this off before I get banned, before I get my doggone channel messed up. But anyway, Bad Pete, I appreciate it, man. We back in the saddle, man. We're gonna make this thing right.
For sure, cool. Hey, check this out, man. Let me one more thing, and let you go. Hey, we need to pick. We should pick a game, bitch. I'm just throwing something out at you, man. See what you think about it. Okay. We should pick a game this year coming up, whether home game or whatever, and say, hey, look, you let people know, hey, I'm gonna be here at this game, and then that way, all all of your followers, we can all meet you at the game. We can have a big, shit that we can do like once a year. Like we pick a game, whether it's Florida State or whatever. We say, hey man, Coach Haley's playing. We gonna meet up there. We tailgate and we do it big, man. What you think about that?
I love it, dog. We'll do it, man. We'll set that up. Like I said, we'll definitely make it happen, man. We'll see if we could, we'll make it happen, man. We're definitely gonna get some more things going there. But it was great. Like I said, it was good seeing you, man. Finally, me, you always support. Like I say, man, it's funny seeing y'all cats. Like listening to y'all talk. Hearing y'all name, but when I finally see y'all, the voices never match who I look at, bro. It's amazing. That's amazing, bro. But it's all good. But yeah, hey man, you made a cameo, man. See if you can find yourself.
All right, for sure, man. All right, Coach, one love, baby.
Yes, sir. My man. All right, Bishop, because you the man. I'm gonna let you close this out. I'm gonna go to 69-51. I'm gonna let you close this deal out. I know you're gonna come with some wisdom in that pot. You got in that crock pot, man. 69-51. Call or talk to us. Let's get up out here. 69-51. Call or talk to us.
Coach.
Yes, sir.
Coach the Kane, baby.
I'm a dog, not a mutt. Talk to me. You got to cut your background down.
I'm a dog, not a mutt. What's going on, Coach?
I'm good, man. You got to cut your background down a little bit. I can hear you coming through the TV.
Okay. Hold on, Coach.
All right.
You got to cut your background down a little bit.
How about that?
Sounds good to me. Let's rock. Talk to me.
Yeah, what's going on, Coach?
Surviving the game, baby. What's up with you?
Hey, man, what are we trying to say about people on the sideline? What are you guys trying to say?
Oh no, I'm not saying anything. I was just simply saying my observation was who is the personnel upstairs that has because upstairs is the best view in the house. I don't care what nobody say.
Right.
And being upstairs, you need that person upstairs to convey information and pass on information that you can't see from a sideline angle. And
of course. And I agree with you there, Coach.
Yeah, and so
I never see anybody up there.
And so what I was saying was the reason I don't know what coaches are up there because I see them on the sidelines during the game. So they can't be in two places.
Right.
So the people that are up there are probably some analysts, maybe some GAs or something. But other than that, we're talking about trusted voices amongst the coaching staff. You know what I mean? As Shannon Dawson, I'm the play caller, but do I trust? I'm looking at the running back coach sitting here not talking to the running backs. So I know he ain't upstairs.
Right. Let me ask you a question, Coach. Now, maybe I'll be wrong, maybe I'm off base a little bit, but I feel it's too many celebrity ex-football players. It's good they're there, but it's just too much. It's too much mingling. I mean, the kids, some of them are focused, but sometimes that can just be distracting. Not just too many people on the sideline.
Yeah, but you have to remember this too. Can I just say this to you?
Yes, sir.
That side, they're not amongst the player. If you really look at it, when Edgerrin James and even Michael Irvin and them, he's not really amongst the players on the sideline. He catches them, and then when they coming off the field, but he's not between the 30s, right? Really, the 25s.
Okay.
He's not between the 25s. Like he's not mean while the coach talking to him. He over there like hugged up on them and stuff. You know what I mean? They have an area that they're in. I know it seems that way when you see him on the side, but if you ever look at Michael Irvin, he's usually about the 20-yard line on either side. He'll probably walk around and go to the other side when on the other side of the field. But yeah, he's not.
Okay.
He's not.
I can agree with you there. Yeah. I can agree with you there. Mm-hmm. I can give you that. But, I feel a lot of, everybody's in a little funk, but we got to let that go, man. I feel they had an excellent season. Mm-hmm. I mean, they came back, they fought back, and they fought back with a lot of intensity.
Sure they did.
And, I mean, maybe it was just with our time, Coach. Sometimes this runs in season. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe just with our time. Maybe, remember back in 87, was it 87 we lost? Mm-hmm. We lost in 87 and won in 80. No, we won in 87 and lost in 88, right?
Yes.
We won the national championship in 87 and 89, right?
87, 89, that's correct.
Right, because we lost in 86. We came back in 87 and won. We lost in 88 and came back in 89 and won. But see, those are things. I think that was a good thing that we, they did lose, but they lost competitively. So next year, Coach, I just don't see nobody beating Miami. I really don't.
I like it.
I really don't. If they could get the intensity and the focus that they had this year with the players that coming back next year, Coach.
I'm with you, dog. Listen.
I mean, they're loaded. I mean, anytime you could go get a quarterback, a top-tier quarterback, and a top-tier wide receiver to go along with Malachi Tony and all the other guys, Moore and all. Oh, man, what you got coming in, Coach? Let me tell you something. With the coaches we got and what we did last year, it's scary.
We'll find out.
It's scary.
We'll find out.
We won't know until they put it on the field. It looks good and excellent on paper, but you got to put it on the field.
Right.
And me knowing Cristobal and the way he works and the way he gets down over on Green Tree, oh yeah. I can't see it no other way, Coach.
I'm all for it, bro. Listen, I'm here for a good time, bro. I'm here for a good time. Yeah. I just, at the end of the day, I'm just looking at all of these people. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 offensive analysts. We got 2 special team analysts. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defensive analysts. And nobody saw 87 not blocking.
That's so.
See, I don't know who some of these people, Mike Casano, they don't have their pictures, so I don't know who they are. But I'm looking at a lot of dudes on the sideline with headsets, right? And I'm like, okay, who are these cats? Somebody got.
You ain't talking about with the kid let him block the punt, are you?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he missed that kid by 100 miles.
Well, he had been doing it all game because the kid wasn't coming. The kid wasn't
right.
Now when he turned on the Jets, you ain't been that. So my whole point, Q, is what I was trying to say was he had been lackluster blocking all game, and he got away with it because that kid wasn't number 3 wasn't coming after the ball. When he finally came after the ball, see that's what the coaching gets in. Hey Q, hey man, don't fall asleep out there. Number 3 ain't come yet, but when he come, you're not prepared to block him. Because you lackluster.
Right.
You got to get your body in front of him. I don't care if he come or not. Get your body in front of his. Because if he come, he going to block it. And nobody said anything.
That's right.
That's coaching. Not watching. They pay you to coach, not to watch.
Right.
Yeah, if you want to watch, go get a ticket. Go buy one of them $4,000 tickets.
And they would have saw that upstairs.
You could have saw
If
that.
somebody was upstairs,
You could have saw that downstairs. If you got a section to watch, sometimes they break it up in section. Hey man, you got far side of the field. I got near side of the field. You watching the Sam and Will. I mean, you watching the Sam and the front side end. I'm watching the Will and the back side end. I mean, it's 1,001 ways to skin this cat. But anyway, like I said, I don't know a lot of these people on here. So far as the coaches, like these analysts, like Landon Hoffer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is, bro. Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Matter of fact, I'm looking at his picture now. I see him on the sideline. Yeah, analyst. I just saw his picture. Todd Stroud, Jesus, he's been around forever. I think he's upstairs. I don't ever see him. I think he got bad knees. Todd Stroud been around forever. Todd Stroud been here since the Manny era.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. But anyway, let me get Bishop Newkirk on the line, man. And we're going to rock and roll. We back in the saddle, man. We rocking and rolling, Q.
Okay, Coach. Like I said, excellent job every show. It's excellent. Mm-hmm. But we'll be in touch, man. But
sure.
We'll be back, baby.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back.
Yes, sir. My man.
So you're right.
My man. All right. Shout out to Q up in the building. That's something else. Somebody brought us up about Beck. Not one time did Beck pull it. Not Beck, Chad Pennington. I just saw, hold up. Oh, Beck could have ran more like he did. All I'm saying is there were times where Beck could have just pulled it and got easy 5, 6, 7 yards and slid down. They weren't even respecting him. They was chasing that ball the whole night. Just pull it and go. Get what you can and slide. Maybe you get a nasty late hit somewhere, an additional 15 yards. Make them think. Now that slows guys down. Even if you pull it once and you got 1 yard. Now that dude got to think, are you going to pull it? See, they have to adjust to that stuff. But anyway, Bishop Newkirk on the line, man. Much love to this brother, man. This dude been helping me out a lot. This dude has been supporting a lot, man. Always check on me, man. Shout out to Bishop Newkirk in the building. What is in the gumbo tonight, my man?
Oh, man. Dude, this ain't nothing but a straight seafood boil.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. Seafood boil etouffee. We got some neck bones, we got some ham hocks, and we got some rib tips.
Okay.
Because we want to make sure that this new season, you got to be forged by fire. No more soft suing. We got to be honest and open and be truthful, so that way you're ready for any and everything, and you can make adjustments on the fly.
There you go.
Because I'm gonna tell you something, Coach, and you nailed it in your topic when I was there in your Discord. What happened is that they didn't pay attention to the seams. Because what happened is when you hit the seams with your running back, he bounced his head off the goalpost.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing. Once you hit him like that, what you do is when you come back, you make sure one of those 3 downs, you do it again, but add a little wrinkle to it, just to check if they're paying attention or if they made adjustments. And then what you do is now you, instead of hitting it off of the running back, you do a pop pass to the tight end up the seams, because they never did cover the seams. They covered the hooks. They covered the flats because they were scared of your speed. And left them vulnerable down the seams and in the middle.
Bishop, we were so much faster than them, man.
I know, but here's the thing about it is, you guys didn't. I think for the most part, you guys lost it in the first half by not executing and not getting some type of points. You cannot, in a national title game, get zilch.
No, I agree with you. But my only rebut to that, you're 1,000%. What you're saying is correct. But my only rebuttal is,
go ahead.
As bad as we played in the first half, and like my man 12 said, and still we were clearly in the game.
And
still, like as bad as we play, and yeah, if we score points, we wouldn't have been in that situation. You're right. You're 1,000% correct. I can't dispute that.
No, what I'm saying though, in still allows you to understand when you're in the playoffs. Let's just say playoff mentality. Understand, Indiana knew that they had got real comfortable playing in the phone booth. Is what what we talk when we're coaches is if a team gets used to playing in the phone booth and they're real comfortable, that means they're gonna pound you and they're gonna hit their spots, but they're gonna pound you into submission to where you gotta be able to stay mistake free and flinch free. And the key came down to they didn't expect your heart to come back in the second half. And see, that was your superpowers. But here's where sometimes coordinators can outthink themselves. You had a running game that was so there that you didn't go back to. Those edges were so there because they were so scared of your speed. The seams of where you were hitting them and your running backs were hitting their head off the goalpost. The key is having your coordinator to pay attention and make their minor adjustments. And I heard heard you guys talking. Well, understand now that you're in the off season, this is where your coaching staff, you got to hold them accountable and make sure that this doesn't happen again. Because understand, remember in the one of the games I came in your Discord, and I kept saying you're tight end. They're not using him correctly. They're not using them because all you got to do is when you pounce on the run and then you act like you pounce and then you hit a little seam. What you cause us defensive coordinators do is to think of something else, and when you get a coordinator thinking, you got them, and you never made Indiana think.
Right, 100%.
Now I understand. Now this is this is coaches talk. So everybody that's it. If he allow me to be the closer, let me close then. But here's the thing though. Still yet, it came down to that one play, and I guarantee you, this one play was film study junkie for Indiana. It was film study because they already had watched enough film to understand Beck's and when he throws, what's his tendencies. And still yet, if he throws it the way he needed to throw and not what his tendencies was, then we're still looking to see what the game ending would be. But because he has tendency, they baited him into that play because they knew that corner dropped off way early because he knew he had help over the top. Because why? The film study says Beck normally throws short. So they were sitting short, waiting on it, and knowing that, okay, we're going to have you double over the top and you sit short. And what happened is instead of throwing it to the wide receiver or out of bounds, he went to his tendency and wanted to place it there. He didn't really, to me, he didn't throw it like he normally throws it. I've seen him throw some deep balls and it get there, even though it's a little loopy. But this one is almost like he was playing on nerves and he was just concerned about, he was thinking too much. Does that make sense, Coach?
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, he was thinking too much. And this is the time that he just needed a flow. He needed to be like water and throw that ball. And either your wide receiver catches it or it goes out of bounds. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, just let it go. I don't think if you let that go,
go,
I don't think that safety touches. It's incomplete, a touchdown. Great catch.
No.
Or
That's
incomplete.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because understand, remember he got a late jump. Indiana got a late jump, so it really wasn't that, because that safety was coming from the inside quarter hash. You know how far that is.
Yeah, but then he got on the hash and backpedaled, then opened back up again. I'm looking at it right now. Again.
Exactly. So here's the thing. What we're trying to help everybody else to understand is, now that you're starting to see what we're saying, oftentimes when you play 12 games, when you look at when Coach Hayes is doing his breakdown, pay attention to the little bitty thing and see if it keeps coming up from game to game to game. I knew that your up back, he had showed that in the fourth game, that he has a tendency to just step out real quick, pop out, and then pop and then go. It's like the one time he was fine as long as they didn't rush. But when they rush and you just do that pop out, it's not good enough, because understand, you got a rugby kicker that's setting up behind you. If nothing else, you don't need to be the first one down there. You could be a couple of the stragglers, but make sure he gets the ball off before releasing them.
But dog, it ain't like you running down. It ain't like you running down there to go make the tackle. That's not your job. You the personal
That's
protector.
what I'm saying.
No,
so
I get it.
It's just understand what we're basically saying is Indiana plays this way, and they're expecting you to make the mistake so that they can go ahead and finish off the game.
100%.
And that's how close you are to being national titles this year.
Like I said, it's the subtle thing. It's the subtle things, bro. It's funny.
The subtle thing.
The subtle thing. Here's what's fun. Here's what's funny. Never forget this. Talk about the little things.
Yeah.
The state championship we won, right? Coach Dunn. Shout out to Coach Dunn. He was the head coach. And do you know he went upstairs? I'm gonna tell you how much trust he has. James Coley was upstairs as the offensive coordinator. Coach Dunn was the head coach, and he was upstairs. And in the highlight tape, it showed a picture of him upstairs. He the head coach. He upstairs in the state championship game. Right. And I always give credit. He had enough trust in me to take care of the team on the field as a defensive coordinator. I want people to understand that. The only time you ever see, I ain't never seen a head coach upstairs. And when he said that game, when he said, I'm going upstairs, I was like, he said, you got it. I'm young now. This is my third year coaching. Like, I'm young in the game. I ain't no old head. And I'm like, I didn't realize it at the time, but as I reflect and I think back, and I'm like, damn, this dude put that much trust. But I'm going to say all that to say this. The pass that we won that game on, that same exact route got picked off right before the half. Same play was picked off right before the half. But one thing I'll say he did, what he saw from that angle, I didn't see it. I'm on defense, so I didn't see it. He said the safety is not respecting the number 3 down the middle of the field. They're going with Dwayne Bowe on the wheel route. Now, their safety was 6'6". He ended up going to Florida State. I forget his name. This kid was so good, we pump faked it to Bowe, Dwayne Bowe, come back and throw it to the 3rd down the middle of the field. And the dude's speed turn, and if he was 6'6.5", he tipped that ball. But that's what I mean about the eyes upstairs that saw the small thing without that being recognized. And mind you this, it was 4th and 7, 36 seconds left on the clock. Do you go for the first down, or do you say, hey, I'm finna go for the touchdown because it's there? We just been throwing the wrong route. Same play, throwing the wrong route.
Facts.
But that would never have been seen from a sideline angle. That would have never been seen standing on your 2 feet.
Yeah. But see, I like the actual call. I just don't think the quarterback, this is where I think the OC and the quarterback coach and the quarterback have to be on the same page. You got to keep telling the truth. If you start seeing tendencies, just understand you play 12 games. And if you don't correct it, it will come back to bite you.
1,000%.
And so let me tell you, look, man, let's look at this. Okay, game 2, game 3.
Once
game
again,
4.
oh Lord, I come.
Sorry, go ahead. I apologize. That was me.
Yeah, no, definitely. But that's what I was saying is like, if they don't tighten up, you don't want this to happen again. You want it to propel you to know that you were that close to a natty and it was in your home. Make sure this one hurts so good that we get tight as a coaching staff and we answer the fire test and be honest and say, we got to evaluate ourselves. I want us all to sit in here. What did we miss? Where could we have done better? Where could we have gained some advantages? For one thing, don't give up on your running game. Coach, don't give up. The whole thing is, I noticed everybody that played Indiana, for whatever reason, I don't understand, they
have to throw the ball, Bishop. They have to throw the ball. It's like crack. Please, Lord, if you just let me throw the ball. I have to throw that's why I'm so disappointed. I have to say this. I have to be honest. This is why I'm a little disappointed. I have to say this now. People can take it how they want.
Yeah.
That our head coach is an O-line guy. We see the outside zone. And so when people say Mario got to get out the way, this is the one time I wish he would have gotten the damn way. Like wherever he got to get out the way. This is the one time where get in the way.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't know if anybody of yours, and once they see me and you watch a lot of film. Do you realize that outside zone was spanking their behind?
Yes, I realize it. I've been talking about it.
Y'all was spanking their behind so much to where there's a couple times they flinch, but y'all didn't see it. Your staff didn't pick it up
because they ain't upstairs.
And change.
Bishop, I don't even have to. You had to see it every time we ran it. We got 6 yards. We got 8 yards. We got 3 yards. One time we got no yard. One time, bro. Malachi Tony scored on outside zone. Mark Fletcher scored on outside zone. When Mark Fletcher ran up the middle, they clogged it down. He bounced it outside. The 3 touchdowns we had,
because
bro, I mean, we could talk about it till I'm blue in the face.
Because they were playing inside out.
Thank you.
They were playing inside out.
I'm getting hot. God.
They were playing inside out, and they were saying, you're not going to beat us up the middle. Well, great. We're not up the middle type of team. We're off the edges. And they were daring you to run it up the alley off the tackle. Daring you.
Listen, let me do this, man. I actually got the play up.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't know if you saw it, but I actually got the highlight up. That's funny, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Go ahead. Hey,
no, I'm gonna show it to the people.
They eating it up. I know they are. Throw some fire in the chat and run the lights up.
Let's go. Let's go. Man. Appreciate it. All right. Shout out to Bishop Newkirk in the building, man. Appreciate you, man. As always, dog. Much love, man. Keep that gumbo fire, brother. Keep that gumbo fire. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daryl Harris for the $10. Coach, I hate to get off topic, but have you heard from one of the GOATs, the Wholesome one? Actually, I did. I talked to Wholesome. What was the game? Monday night? I talked to Wholesome Monday night, probably about 3 o'clock in the morning. I talked to the Wholesome one. So shout out to the Wholesome one. I talked to him probably about 3 o'clock that morning. Probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. So shout out to him. And also from Tadero Harris for $5. And how's he doing? He's doing great, man. He's doing great. Still in the coaching world. So like I said, man, y'all pray for the brother, man. And he's doing great, man. So shout out to the Wholesome one.
Yeah, no doubt.
He in good spirit. He's still up there in the Minnesota area. So shout out to him, man. Much love.
Shalom.
Yeah. I'm gonna show this clip. I'm gonna show this clip right quick.
Go ahead. All right. I know we in this. Y'all bear with us because y'all getting a rare insight.
Yeah, I never showed this.
Go.
I'm gonna show this right. I don't know. Can you see the TV or no?
I don't need to see it.
Okay, no, I want you to see it.
It's in brain.
No. This is
in brain. You know how.
No. I'm saying this is the high school one. This is not the end of the game. This is the high school. I was showing that play.
Right.
So if you saw this thing, you a real football junkie because this is a long time ago. But anyway,
go ahead.
So this is Coach Dunn upstairs in the booth upstairs. So even in high school, y'all, they show people upstairs. Here's the last play of the game, y'all. This is the last play of the game. Look what motion does. This is high school now. Shout out to James Coley. Used to be our offensive coordinator at Miami. He's at Georgia now, I believe. Look what the motion does. This is Orlando Edgewater versus Miami New Orleans. This is New Orleans in the black. This is Dwayne Bowe, played for Kansas City Chiefs for a long time, NFL.
Yeah.
Played at LSU. Look at the motion, how late they are. Watch this. We're going to pump fake it. That pump fake. It's 4th and 7, dog. Now watch this. That safety speed turns and nobody's there. That kid right there that missed it, number 42, is 6'6", bro. Holy crap, I'm getting chills, bro. I'm about to cry. That's deep right there. But anyhow, this is 60 yards, bro. This is 60 yards. Look at it. It's 4th and 6. 33 seconds left. Right. You get the first. This same play got picked off right before the half, but we threw it to Bo on the sideline. So guess what? 44 went to make that play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's him speed turning right there. He almost tips it, bro.
Yeah. But see, that's the difference. See, here's the thing, though. And this is what the family in the chat need to understand is this is the idiosyncrasies of being able to make adjustments. What you found out is off that interception, instead of doing what was me, is like, okay, when we did that, they faded to that side. So if they faded to that side due to Bo going down that side, what it does is give us, when we need that shot again, we know that we have a better shot going down that seam on the other side because he now has to go try to chase to get it. See, this is the chess that we keep talking about, that with the people or whoever's the spotters on your teams, they need to be, your coach needs to be able to trust that they know enough to spot and say, look, here's what's going on, da-da-da-da. And not only that, they have iPads that they can take screenshots and whatnot and actually blow it up and look and go frame by frame so you can see the tendency of, okay, what they're sliding to the weak side because they're afraid to get beat on that side. So what it does is leave your field side wide open. But you got to be able to see that in game time mode and seize the moment. And this is why they call it Bishop takes the rook. You got to be able to make the sudden adjustments. It's just like if I, you or I we know we're hitting a run off the edges, and it's not like 3 to 4 yards. We're talking 7+ yards or more. Then what I would do is I would come back and I want to pound that to the outside because I want them to get used to the first time they flinch and they shoot over there. Now you know your pop passes are available and your running back out the backfield or your screens are available. Key to being able to get people and beat them is getting them to make their adjustment so you can see it and see how they will play it. So that way you got so many different variations of a scheme that can take advantage of that. But you got to stay on point because it's, as you can see, it came down to one play, but it didn't have to be. If you could have saw in the fourth game with the punt blocker, he has a tendency of just stepping out because he's just so used to they're not really rushing it. Right. So he didn't take into consideration if it ever became live and that person was coming, you got to act like that every time. And whether they come or not, treat it as if they're coming and use that as, so that way when that moment comes, you're ready for it. Instead of just, he did one step out and then release him. I ain't never seen somebody release him. Well, you ain't going nowhere.
And you know, and it's funny you say that, and it's funny you say this, but the problem, to your point, that's why they call you coach. You have to constantly remind guys because they are players.
Right.
And to somebody else's point, as I was just kind of going through this game, that tight end is not playing it. He's not only playing a bunch of plays on offense. I just saw it. That dude's on kickoff return. Yeah. He's on punt.
Yep.
He's on a bunch of stuff. And so as I'm looking at it, now, again, he's on punt block. I mean, he's on punt team. He's on offense. He on kickoff return.
Yeah.
He got 105 dudes. But anyway, Bishop, I love you, bro. I already see I broke my rule. Get going. Listen, I broke my rule. I said I was gonna do 2 hours. Here I go again, 2:53. I done broke the cardinal rule already. So
hey, big salute. You guys do me a favor. Subscribe, run the likes up, and more than anything, get his name out there because big things are coming down his way. We just got to be patient because this man has been doing work and he's been doing it for a while, and it's time for his due season.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
One love.
Yes, sir. Hey, I give somebody a shout out, Bishop, if they could tell me who number one is right here. Who could tell me who number one is? Can you see the screen, Bishop?
No, I can't, bro. I'm on the phone. You good, bro.
If somebody tell me who number one is right there.
Yeah, someone in the chat. Get my back.
Yeah.
Somebody be my, hey, I'm trusting you.
Somebody in the chat tell me who number one is right there. Ain't nobody. E. Brown. Y'all got something in common. E. Brown, you and this guy got something in common right here. Who is that guy right there?
I'm gonna leave you there.
Yeah, go ahead. Go check it out on the phone. E. Brown, y'all got something in common right there. Who is this guy? Please tell me you can tell me who that guy is right here. Ain't nobody in the chat can tell me who that guy is. Wow, that's hilarious. Right here, number one. Why is it taking y'all so long to answer that, man? No, that's not Bishop. Who's number one right here? E. Brown and that guy got something in common. By name. I'll go by their name. Their name. They got something in common with their name. Come on, y'all got to give up by now. I can't believe y'all ain't got no guesses. Is this thing on? Can y'all hear me? Is this thing on? No, that ain't Downtown Brown, man. That ain't Get Down Brown. That ain't Downtown Brown. It's another Brown. Let me see if I can blow it up anymore. There you go, Casey. Antonio Brown. He was our quarterback, man. Antonio Brown. Good job, Casey. Byron Brown. Nah, it ain't Byron Brown. And that's Antonio Brown from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He played quarterback. Shout out to Jamie. He in movies now. He do TV shows. He an actor. This cat over here. That's hilarious. Antonio Brown. That's hilarious, man. Somebody said Bobby Brown. No, not Malik. No, that's not his dad. No. This is Antonio Brown, played for the Steelers, number 84. That's that Brown. No, not his dad. Yeah, Miami got all type of ball players, man. She said the crazy Brown. That's funny. Anyway, man, much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Feel good to be back in the South. I hate when I leave y'all, but like my grandmother say, baby, I'm going to do like the devil do. Got to leave you alone. I ain't going to leave you alone. Something like that. I'm going to do what the devil ain't done. Leave you alone. That's what it is. And guess what? That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to leave y'all alone. Anyway, much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all. We back in here. We got a lot of new things coming on. We got some stuff here in the Discord. So like I said, please, if you'd like to become a member, we're going to put a lot more stuff in the Discord because I'm not sure which way YouTube is heading. I'm just being honest. They demonetizing a lot of things. They copywriting a lot of things now. As you know, platforms change. As the transfer portal is in high school, in college, if you don't adapt, you'll die. That's what Nick Saban said. And we have to do the same thing here. If we don't adapt as content creators, then we'll get pushed out, man. And so we're trying to get ahead of this thing because you all don't see it on the back end, but on the back end, there's a lot of changes being made. So with that being said, I do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. It's $4.99. It's $1.25 a week. We have a lot going on. And we're going to get through some of the commitment breakdowns. We're going to do some of the WREs, all that good stuff, and being a little bit more live. All right? So with all that, we up out of here. Peace. Oh, y'all want to see the intro one more time before we go? We'll do the intro one more time. Hurricane Pete. See if you see yourself. And we up out of here after that.
Game ain't based on sympathy. Remember that. You already know. Get off, little buddy gon' pull out your stick. Get off, everybody gon' pull out your stick. Pull out your stick, 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 pull out your stick. Get off.
Pull out your stick. We'll holler at y'all. Go Canes.